What's going on, man? King Rich is here, back again with another call-in show. Yeah. First thing is first, make sure you hit the like button as always. Never forget to do that. Yeah. I've got a new channel. Well, it's not new anymore. It's about a month old. But if you're not subscribed over to Don't Shoot the Messenger, make sure you go over there right now. I'm gonna spam the chat with the handle to that YouTube channel. So make sure you go and subscribe straight away. All right. This is the call-in show. So obviously the phone lines are open. You know, I've got the phone number in the title, the Skype handles in the title. If you're in the UK, you know, call up with the phone number. If you're international, your best bet is to use the Skype to get through. Yeah. So make sure you use the phone number or the Skype right now to get through and have your voice heard. If you're listening right now, let me know what your favorite video on my channel is. Let me know what video title first comes to mind out of the best videos that you've liked on my channel. Yeah. Big up Nick Pin, big up Siri, big up Scream. Yeah. Straight away. Hit the like button, and again, the phone number is in the title. The Skype handle is in the title. This is the random caller show where anyone can call up and we can discuss any topics that's on your mind. You know, obviously, this channel, I talk about a lot of different things. Of late, I've been talking about a lot of racial issues because I find that we are living in a very precarious time, you know, racially. You know what I'm saying? Got the first call here. Hold on one sec. All right. Yo, what's your name? Where you calling from, bro? Yo. Yeah, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I was Tasha from Queens, New York, Southside.
All right, cool. So what you want to talk about, bro?
Just want to let you know, man, I'm graduating this year, 2020.
Yeah.
And I found out about your channel like junior year, right? And I was in class. Well, you hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Yeah, I was in class. I was just on my phone, and I'm like, yo, I'm tired of chasing women. So I literally typed on YouTube, "Stop chasing women," and that video came up, and it was like, "Stop chasing women for a year." I'm not gonna say I stopped chasing women for a year, but like you always say, like it's not what's that word? It's not feasible to not have women in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, you gotta have somewhere in there. But the aspect of chasing is out. It's gone. It's not a part of me. I just want to let you know, man. Like you really opened my eyes to that shit.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's real, and you know what? It's so good that you brought up that topic, because like that's something I actually wanted to talk about, because it is so serious and it's something that a lot of guys miss. You know, a lot of guys will spend the majority of their time, or waste the majority of their time chasing women, and most of the time you're chasing women that don't want you, that don't like you. You know, and you just end up playing yourself. You know, and then the next thing, a lot of these guys that go to YouTube trying to subscribe to some dating coach, but you know, he can't fucking help you either. And that's just the truth. You know, it's in every man's best bet to at least take some time out from chasing women, you know, and you know, try to fix your life up to the best of your ability. You know, get as much power as possible is extremely important. You know, and this is why, like, a lot of times when guys complain about women or they complain about their situation, they haven't got the things that they want in life. But it's like, how much time have you dedicated to, you know, raising your game? You know, how much time do you really waste? And I think a lot of guys in the honest moment, they will have to realize that they waste a lot of time chasing after women that don't like them. A lot of guys waste a lot of time on Instagram looking at bitches they're never, ever going to meet. You know, looking up videos of how to get your ex-girlfriend back. Bro, she's gone.
Gone.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real like that. And yeah, go on.
That also brings up, now that you're saying that, like, another thing that you said that I'm bringing back is literally money. You could get that shit back. Time, like you said, quotation from King Richez, time is the only feasible commodity you cannot get back.
That's it.
You can't get that shit back.
Never.
That shit is gone. Once you waste that shit on your timeline looking at bitches, bro, that shit is gone.
It's gone forever. Like, you can't get it back. Like, nobody's getting younger. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? And it's dangerous because, you know, you don't want to end up being some 45-year-old man, you know, who hasn't got shit to his name, that hasn't really accomplished nothing. And, you know, you ain't got no one to blame. You can't blame nobody. You can't blame these women.
Not at all. I don't know.
These women are just doing what they're doing. It's up to you to make the most out of your life. If you want to waste it, it's up to you. You know, and at the end of the day, I've said this before. You know, I've slept with a lot of girls, bro, in America, in the UK, girls from Eastern Europe. But at the end of the day, it's all vanity because most of them girls I've slept with, I don't even remember them, bro. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm being so deadly serious and honest, bro. Like, because a lot of us guys, especially us black guys, we measure our manhood by how many girls we sleep with or how good looking our girlfriend is and stuff like that. When really it's irrelevant, bro. It's how much power do you have? How much control over your own life do you have? That's what's most important, because I'm telling you, girls come and go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if you don't have no power in your life, if your finances are crap, your physical is crap, your social skills are crap, you don't have no mental power, like you're ignorant, bro, the type of female you're going to get is going to reflect that. I'm telling you, bro, the level and standard and quality of girl you're going to have in your circle is going to reflect the quality of life you're living. Simple as that. And then more importantly than that, you ain't going to truly be happy. Because this is the thing. A lot of guys who spend a lot of their time chasing women, everything they do is to impress some chick. Everywhere they go is so that they got the opportunity to see girls. Bro, the thing about that is these type of guys, they are they are investing their happiness in women. But the thing is, a woman can leave you at any time.
Yeah.
So it's like these guys that get into these blue pill relationships where they treat their woman like a queen and worship their girlfriend like a queen. Yeah, and then what happens when the girl decides she don't love you no more? She don't want to fuck with you no more. Then you're gonna feel like you want to throw yourself off a bridge.
That made me think of something else too. Like, let me tell you something, Richez. Like, I was texting this one girl. No disrespect to no culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, just before I get into this, no disrespect to no culture. But I just wanted to tell you this, to tell you guys and anybody who's listening. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say all girls are the same, because there's good girls out there. But are they free? Are they out in the streets? Are they on dating websites? Are they online? Are they on Instagram? But listen, I was talking to this Muslim woman. You know, the Muslims with the hijab on. Yeah, I was talking to her. So as I got her comfortable, I got her to tell me something. And the thing she told me is, I'll suck your dick. Like, and then like, what possesses you? Like, I'm not gonna say that they all the same, but damn, where are the good ones at? You wearing a hijab and you gonna tell me you gonna suck my dick? You don't even know me,
bruh. That's just the way it is. Like, the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, right? And I know a lot of females will hate to hear this, but this is the truth. The majority of females, regardless of you know, nation, religion, whatever, the majority of them are no good, bruv. That's the truth. Especially if you're in the West, like the USA and the UK, especially.
And when I first started hearing about this, like, oh yeah, all girls are the same, all this, I'm like, nah, you bugging, like nah. But once you really experience it, like, and I've been experiencing it, but I just foreshadowed it. I was like, nah. Like from a young age, when I was in second grade, I had this girlfriend. We used to share bubble gum together. She was in the playground. I turned a corner and she's kissing another dude. I never said nothing though. I just kept it like that.
Yeah, man.
I just kept it like that.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man.
Shit crazy.
But do you want to say anything in closing so I could give other people a chance?
Yes, sir. You really underrated, man. You really are underrated, man.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. It's the facts. It's facts, man. You know what I mean? That's why. Back on.
And I got a 70-year-old grandpa, and you know how old people are. You know, they listen to everything, and they take everything. They criticize everything. And I was listening to one. I'm not gonna say his name. I was listening to a dating coach, and my 70-year-old uncle. He was like, he's talking crap. He's cursing. He's doing all this and that. And then I played you, and he was like, oh shit, that's facts. 70 years old, and him agreeing with what you were saying, I was like, wow. That speaks volume. Like,
do you know what? One reason why I think that is because I talk to a lot of older guys. Like I have a lot of friends that are older guys, like way older than me, who I learned from them. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to like talk in a way where like kind of any guy would listen. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's the reason why, most likely, man. But brother, I appreciate the call. You know, you can call back anytime, bro. Yeah.
Stay up, man.
All right, man. Appreciate that. Take care of yourself. All right. That's a good call, man. That was a good call. That was a good one. Big up Ali for the first super chat. I see you. Appreciate that. Salute as always. Yeah. Appreciate the support. You lot follow Ali's example. Make sure you're hitting the like button. If you want to call in, the phone number's in the title, the Skype handle's in the title. Make sure you call in right now. Don't waste time. Yeah. Big up Corrado. I love when you said black is excellence. Peace. Absolutely, man. That's so important as well. That's another important running theme I want on my channel. You know, the first running theme I want on my channel is stop chasing women, stop wasting your life chasing women, chase success and power. And the next running theme I want on my channel is black is equals excellence, right? Because, you know, as I talked about in my last video, a lot of times black people are associated with, you know, negative behaviors, dysfunctional behaviors, to the point where we actually accept those ideas. We start to believe in those kind of narratives, such as, oh, smoking weed, that's associated with black people. Baby mamas, that's associated with black people. Single parent homes associated with black people. You know, not being academic associated with black people. So I think we need to understand that, like, in every industry, no matter what it is, or no matter what discipline, sports, entertainment, whatever, when black people get involved, we usually become the best at that discipline. You know, there's nothing we can't do. You know what I'm saying? So we need to adopt that mentality that, you know, black is excellence. Absolutely. Big up Bear Logic for the super chat. I see you, man. Big up Bear Logic. That's my dude there. That's my brother. Yeah. Big up Bear Logic. And, you know, salute always. Yeah. Yo, phone numbers in the title, Skype handles in the title. You know, don't be shy. Don't be scared. I don't bite. Yeah. Unless you're a chick that I'm sleeping with. But I don't bite. Right. So call into the show right now. And yeah, just like the caller said, and I really appreciate him coming in with that topic of like, bro, stop chasing these hoes, bro. Like, seriously. You guys don't understand. Listen, man. Listen. Let me say some truths. First truth, yeah, is that most of these chicks you're chasing, most of them are hoes, bruv. Real talk. Most of them are hoes, bruv. So just know this thing. Just know this thing. Big up Manilo for the super chat. Thanks. Thank you, bro. Thanks for educating your kind. We need brothers like you I'm your brother from Ghana / Germany. We are one. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, that's another running theme I think we need on this channel, you know, that we need to understand. We need to work together. You know, we should stop all the tribalism, all the divisions. We need to stop looking for reasons why we're different, etc., etc. It's unnecessary and it doesn't help us in the long run. You know what I'm saying? But yo, the phone number is in the title. The Skype handle's in the title. Make sure you call in right now. Yeah, don't wait. Don't be scared. Call in right now. There's nothing stopping you. Yeah, because this is the call-in show. This is the call-in show. And if you lot don't call in, I will stop the show. I promise you, I will stop the show. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you lot that opportunity to call in. And yeah, as I said before, you lot in the chat, let me know you lot's favorite videos. What videos do you lot like on the channel? What is the titles? Doing some market research right now. Really want to know where you lot stand. You know, tell me what videos you didn't like, what videos you did like, right? Again, phone numbers in the title. Skype handles in the title. This is an opportunity to talk live, right? Big up Ali. He says, how do you feel about black men being criticized for dating outside the country, the US? To be honest, yeah, I feel like when you say dating outside the country, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Like, do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, you just got to do what benefits you. You know, you got to do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? But I would always say that, like, it's probably in every black guy's best interest to date within his own race. That's what I think. Because regardless of country, it's not really country that matters, it's culture that matters. You know, like I was talking about this with my mate earlier, you know, and he's a black guy as well, and he was saying he would never date a white girl, you know, and he was saying the reason why, because, you know, their culture is too different. And I agree. Like, I've got that same kind of mindset now as well. I didn't have it before, but I have it now that, you know, their culture is just too different. It's like a polar opposite. Do you know what I mean? So there's certain things they won't understand, you know, and like, for instance, when I was dating a white chick not too long ago, you know, and I would talk about certain issues, you know, to do with, like, you know, race and stuff like that. You know, she said that I was just being negative and I had a chip on my shoulder. Now, obviously, if I was dating a black chick, I don't think a black chick would ever say something like that, because she would fully understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is why it's kind of difficult. Now, obviously, not all non-black people are bad and not all black people are good. Do you know what I mean? And that's why you have to find the balance for yourself. You got to see what works for yourself. But in my opinion, yeah, I feel like in terms of race, because black people are where we are socioeconomically, it is in the best interest of the community as a whole that most of us, which we do, most of us date within our race and practice group economics. That's the truth of it. You know what I mean? Like, and another thing you got to understand, yeah, is like, as a black person, if you decide to couple up with a, like, okay, for a black man, yeah, black guy, if he goes and couples up with a woman of another race, you got to understand, if you have children with that woman, those children are mixed. They're not black. I don't care what no one says, oh, mixed race is black. No, it's not. It doesn't make mathematical sense. It don't make biological sense. It doesn't make logical sense. All right. And what you got to bear in mind is that those children are more than likely going to go and couple up with other non-black people, depending on your location. So that's just another thing to bear in mind, because it could only take 2 generations and then your ethnicity is washed out. So that's just something to bear in mind as well. Do you know what I mean? But big up Ali for the question. Yo, you lot are not even calling up. What's going on? Are you lot scared? It's because I'm wearing a vest, innit? You lot are intimidated, man. Because usually I'm all wrapped up, but this time, get me, it's a bit warm around here. So, you know, got the vest on, got the guns out, all of that. But if you lot are not trying to call in, I will definitely end this early, bruv. You lot don't know me. Don't play with me, man. I'll end this early, bro. Someone says, I can't call international calls, cost money. Bro, you can call Skype. It's free. That's why I've got Skype and a phone number. Hello? Yeah. Hold on. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Tony from London.
Yeah. What's the topic, bro?
I don't really have a topic to talk about, but I do have a few questions that I want to ask you.
Yeah, go on.
You know, in one of your last videos, you mentioned that in your past, that when you started training, you trained like twice a day, like every day.
What? Say that a bit louder. You got to speak loud because I can't hear you that well.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Just be loud, yeah? Go on.
Okay. You know, in your past years when you mentioned in your video that when you started training to become a footballer in America.
Yeah.
And you said that you used to train like twice a day, like every day.
Yeah.
Now, let's just say for me, like, let's just say I started doing that. Would that be? Now, did that help with your muscle gain or with your physique?
Bro, what kind of phone line are you using, bro? Because, bro, it's like it goes really, really low and shit. But anyway, I heard the question. Basically, what the caller asked was, when I said that I was training twice a day, did that help me get bigger? Is that what you're basically asking?
Hello?
Yo! Can you hear me? Yeah. All right. So what you're asking me is when I was training twice a day to go to America and play football, did it help me get bigger? That's what you're asking me. Yeah. What I'm saying is, yes, it did. Now, when I trained twice a day, yeah. Hold on 1 sec. I hold the line, yeah. Hold the line, yeah. All right, cool. Now I've got another caller on the Skype. All right, so I'm addressing you, yeah. So basically, yeah, when I trained twice a day, I did it 5 days a week. Like, so Monday to Friday, I would train twice a day. I'd like split up, but like obviously I would do splits. So I'd probably do arms and then come back and do cardio. Legs, come back, do cardio. That's what I would do. And then at the same time, you got to remember, I was eating a lot. Man. Like, trust me. Like, I was eating like normal meals that my mum would make, like rice and chicken and all that. But then I'd eat tuna as well, like in between. And then I would eat like oatmeal in the morning. And I would drink a protein shake. I was taking in so much calories all day that, like, even though I was burning a lot of calories going gym twice a day, I was loading my body up to a next level. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I blew up. I gained like, I don't know. I think I started off at what's it in pounds? Let's say I was like 205, and then I blew up to like 230. Yeah, so I put on that's a lot of weight to just put on, and you got to remember I put that weight on really quick. You know what I'm saying? But I think naturally I'm somebody that can get big quick anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like you might have a different body type to mine. You might be an endomorph who's somebody, you could be an endomorph, that's somebody that gets fat easily. Or you could be an ectomorph, who's somebody who doesn't gain weight easily. Or you could be like me, who's a mesomorph, where I'm kind of like in between. Because I've been I started off chubby when I was little, then I got kind of skinny, and then I got big. Do you know what I'm saying? And now, right now, I'm kind of reverting back to being more athletic. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it makes a big difference. But I would say this: I don't think it's something that you should do like forever. Like working out twice a day, I don't think it's that healthy for you for a sustained long time. Because you got to remember, when I did that, that was like for like probably like 6 months period I did that, and that was only because I knew I was going to America. I knew I had to gain weight. Because in the UK, the size I was I was big, but compared to them American boys, I was small, especially at my position. I was small. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it was, man. I wasted a lot of money on protein shakes as well, man.
Now, I only asked because let's just say I wanted to follow that kind of mindset. Like, let's say I kept up with that for the short period of for a short term. Would that like benefit my body like in a long term basis?
Long term, it depends how hard you're training. Depends what kind of workout you're doing.
Okay.
Like, it depends what you're training for. Like, what is your goal? Like, do you know what I mean? You have to know what your goal is. Like, because a lot of people, they just go to the gym because I want to go to the gym, but they don't have a specific goal. When I was doing my twice a day, my goal was to get as big and as strong as possible in the shortest amount of time. That was my goal. Now, if you're somebody who you just want to be in shape, you don't really, you probably don't need to go twice a day. I'm just being honest with you. You probably don't.
But what if I want to like pack muscle?
I'll be honest with you. If you want to pack on muscle, it depends how much you're eating. You need to be in a calorie surplus, number one, which means you need to be eating around about 500 more calories than you usually do. Yeah. Depending on your body type again. Remember, you might be an ectomorph who finds it hard to put on weight. If you are an ectomorph, then you might need to put on 700 more calories than usual. Do you know what I mean? Right? And but the thing about like actually getting bigger is actually is the time you take away from the gym. It's not time you're in the gym, it's time you're away from the gym. You know what I'm saying? When you're in listen to me, listen, bro. Hey, listen. When you're in there, yeah, you're tearing the muscle fibers. You're tearing them. You're making microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. Yeah. What happens is when you eat all these calories, protein, or whatever, and you sleep. That's the time your body uses those macronutrients to repair the micro tears, so the muscle heals back bigger and stronger. Yeah. In terms of strength doesn't necessarily equate to size. There's some people that they're still slim, but they're really, really strong because strength is it's not to do with how big your muscles are. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it depends. Again, it depends on what your goals are. What is your goal? You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, definitely. If you're just trying to get big, I would say probably.
Yeah, that's what my goal is basically.
All right, if your goal is to get big, I would say maximum 4 days a week. Maximum.
For training, yeah?
Yeah, maximum 4 days lifting heavy weights. Yeah, because your goal is to get big. So you want to be in a hypertrophy. So you want to be lifting heavy enough that you can't do more than 10 reps. But you don't want to be doing less than 7.
So basically you're saying the minimum should be like 10 reps, basically.
No, the minimum should be 7. The maximum should be 10.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Say nice.
Yeah. But hey, is that the only question? Do you want to say anything in closing? Because I got to move on to the other call.
Just one more.
Yeah, go on.
Now I know obviously we can't go to the gyms right now because they're closed.
Yeah.
Now even if that's the case, now could I still work on my body with a barbell? I just wear a barbell equipment and I just work from home, and then when I go back, I progress into that.
What? What's your question?
Oh yeah. the gyms are not open at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's say, like, I bought a barbell and I just started training from home for the time being while we're still on lockdown. And then I progress even further when the lockdown ends and then when the gyms start going back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Huh?
There's no question. You didn't ask.
No.
You didn't. Yeah. All right. In to make it basic. Yeah. Do that, bruv. Because there's no gyms open, so that's all you can do, bruv. So that's it, bruv.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm asking, basically.
All right. Cool. Yeah. That's cool, man. Just work out from home. I mean, that's what everyone else is doing anyway. So that's the only thing you can do.
But even if I just work with a barbell, would that still do it as well?
Yeah, if you got barbell, you could do bench press. You can lie on the floor and do bench press. You can do deadlift, and you can still squat.
Okay.
Like that's the main. Listen, the main things you need to master in the gym is bench press for your chest, deadlift for your back, and squat for your legs.
All right. Thanks, man.
No worries, man. Call back anytime. I appreciate the call, bro.
All
right, safe. Yo, you still there? Yeah. You was waiting very patiently. I appreciate that. Waiting very patiently. Let me just call out the super chats. Quickly. Big up JJ Productions. He says, Riches, what would you say about someone who is rich with high status and a higher job, but constantly criticizes and belittles you on a daily thing? Bruv, stay away from them, bruv. Simple. Someone that's criticizing you, but they're not helping you, but they've always got something to say, bruv, stay away from them, bruv. They're not helping you. That's somebody that is using you to make themselves feel good. Fuck that, bruv. Stay away from them, bruv. Simple as that. Very easy answer. Get away from them. Yeah. Big up Mind Money. He says, what you think of black fit trainer saving the guy at protest? I don't know anything about that, to be honest. I don't know, because I don't watch the news like that. I don't watch TV. You know what I mean? I believe it's all brainwashing, so I kind of stay away from that shit. But I will take a look at it, and I'll probably talk about it at another time. Yeah. Big up Mind Money, and big up the guy that donated on PayPal. Yeah. But bro, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's DA from Jersey.
Oh, big up DA, man. Big up DA. So what are you saying? What you want to talk about, bro?
I was gonna ask you, what do you think about like us blacks that lives in a majority white country? Why is it important for us to take a DNA test? I mean, an ancestry test, and why is it important for us to learn about our roots? Because the reason why we don't love ourselves a lot is because we don't know who we really are, in a sense, because we're brainwashed by the media, basically.
Okay.
To see. And why do you think it's important for us to visit our homeland?
Oh wow, you asking me like all of the questions, but this is so important. I've made videos about this. Number one, the first thing I want to get into what you asked, yeah, living in an environment where it's like the overwhelming majority of people are white and you're black is typically unhealthy for us, right? Because society will tell you that the white people are the best. They're better than you. They tell you in different, like subtly, directly. They'll tell you the standard of beauty is them. They are the heroes. Etc. etc. It's just an unhealthy environment. It will start to make you look at yourself differently. You may start to look at yourself like you might be ugly. You might start looking at yourself like, you're an alien. You could start developing some self-hate. Like, you may start feeling like you wish you was one of them.
Yeah, I experienced that before.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's unhealthy. Like, for me personally, the majority of my life, I've been in black environments. The vast majority of my life. Right? And it's only now in the last couple years that I've lived in an environment where it's predominantly white, right? And, you know, as I said before, I never used to think about this kind of stuff before, but now obviously I am. And the psychology of it is just not healthy. It's not healthy. Why is it so important for us to find out our roots? Because, you know, if you don't know where you're coming from, you don't know where you're going, bruv. You know what I mean? A lot of, not so much in the UK, but a lot of African Americans don't really know where their roots come from. You know, a lot of African Americans, you know, the white system, the white education has basically only told you that your history starts at slavery. You know, and that's just not true. It's a lie. Do you know what I mean? So that it adds to this whole inferiority complex, and not just African Americans, Caribbeans, Africans. You know, if you don't know where you come from, you don't have an anchor. You're just floating. You know, and then what will happen is you'll try to attach yourself to the nearest anchor, which usually is the country that you're sitting in. So, for instance, if you're in the UK and you don't know where your ancestry comes from, you're just going to claim, oh, well, I'm British. But this country is not for you. You're not really British. It's the same way in America. You know, oh, I'm American. I think your ancestors would have a difference of opinion coming to that. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's very important, you know, and especially us black people, we need to all understand that we're all Africans of African origin, whether you are African American, Caribbean, Haitian, Afro-Latina, you know, Black European, wherever. We all come from the same source. And in my opinion, I feel like black people are in no position to practice tribalism. We're just not. I find it ridiculous that you still hear black people of different nations talking about their nation like they're doing so much better than everyone else, when realistically they're not. You know, and you know, the recent events that are happening are a testament to that. Real talk. You know what I mean? So but yeah, what was your other question? Did you have another question?
Oh yeah, why is it important? Because I took an ancestry test, so I'm 27% Nigerian, 35% Cameroon from Africa or something like that, and then 10% Mali, something like that. So I'm like planning on visiting because I really want to know like the culture and get in touch with like my sisters, my ancestors' culture, instead of a culture that taught me something different. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because when I was younger, I used to hate myself and stuff like that. I used to like hate my skin complexion and like my hair color and all that stuff. And that's predominantly because I come from I'm Afro-Latino, so I come from the Dominican Republic. Okay. So you know they worship like white skin and stuff like that.
Yeah, and this is the thing. It's like, as I said, like a lot of people, like especially African Americans, in my opinion, yeah, because you lot, like, really, your culture in America has basically been given to you, or it's basically what you lot are allowed to have. You know what I'm saying? That's just my perception of it. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you lot know 100%. The vast majority of you are descendants of Africans, blood. So for a lot of you lot to have a stronger like sense of identity of where you come from, you need to trace your roots, blood. Now, I'm not saying that you lot all need to go and move to Africa, but at least, you know, if you go and take a visit, that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? And I think it will add to this whole kind of consciousness of that we are all the same. We are all the same people at the end of the day. Yeah, we've got different subtle differences. You know, we may talk different, have different accents and stuff like that. But at the core, we are the same people. And we need to have that kind of understanding if we are ever going to move forward as a socio-economical group. This isn't about no mystical shit or supernatural shit. Bro, you lot know I always talk about power, bro. And if black people do not understand that we need to come together as a collective globally, we're always going to still be like at the mercy of other people, always. And that's my word on it.
Do you think it will change?
Do I think what will change?
And that we will actually like come together in the future, or like in the near future?
I think that with the current events that have happened now, I think it is a possibility in the future. I don't think it will be anytime soon, but I think that the wheels are starting to turn now, because with the George Floyd situation, I feel like a lot of African Americans, especially because, you know, a lot of African Americans say that, oh, you know, Africans, you know, they don't care about us. They look down at us. You know, they never come back to come and claim us. Da, 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 da. But guess what? When, you know, you lot are face this murder, yeah, when George Floyd was murdered, there was protests in Nigeria. There's been protests in the UK. Black Brits in the UK are protesting against it. In France, all over the world, black people are protesting against the, you know, this injustice. So I think that black people across the world are starting to understand that, bro, we are all we got.
That's true.
Nobody's on us. Listen, we have to have the mindset of nobody's gonna be on our side except another black face. Do you know in the UK there's a lot of like gangs in the UK, people of rival gangs where they actually do violent crime to each other, kill each other, stab each other. Do you know they're actually starting to understand that now we have to be of the same mind, that we have to understand we have a mutual, like, quote unquote enemy out there.
Oh, so now they're evolving and shit.
Yeah, this is real shit. This happened. This is how there was a what is it? Was it in Coventry or Leeds? Right, in the UK, a place called Coventry and another place called Leeds. They had these anti-Black Lives Matter protests where all these white English people come to like basically burn signs and shit like that. Do you know that quite like this? Yeah, a lot of black people came together to combat that.
Oh shit, that's good.
Rival gangs. This is how serious this thing is. So I think there is a collective, but the only danger is, you know, give it a month or so, is everyone gonna forget? Once the lockdown is lifted and, you know, planes are flying and everybody can go to the club and drink and get drunk again, is everyone gonna forget and you know, go back to business as usual until the next murder occurs?
Bro, like here in the state, I think in California or some shit like that, or down south, they lynched the guy. They had him hanging by a tree. Yeah,
I heard about that. I heard they killed.
Yeah, I heard they killed. It's crazy out here.
I heard that
especially.
I heard that they lynched the guy. They lynched a black guy, and they some black girl went missing or something, or she got murdered. Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. Like the racial tension is high now. It's high. Like I got like now, even for instance, today I had a lot of black, like I was out and about doing my thing. A lot of black guys that I've never met before, never seen before. They were saying hello to me like straight away.
Oh, that's good.
And I like that shit. That's the kind of shit I do. Like if I see some black boys, girls, whatever, don't matter what age or whatever, I usually say hello to them, blood. Because I know in my area where I live, you know, our numbers are so fucking low. So I like them to feel that, okay, at least I've got one fucking friend around here, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I know.
But yeah, I just hope that we carry on and we understand this thing, and you know, we don't just forget. Do you know what I mean? Because like it's weak, innit? If we forget and just go back to business as usual and let these motherfuckers do whatever, you know, it's a sign of weakness. It's a sign of that, like, you know, we can't get our act together. You know what I mean? But is there anything else you wanted to say in closing, bro?
Nah, bro, I don't have anything else to say. I have all my answers question.
Hey, man.
Questions answered.
That's cool, man. I appreciate the call and call back anytime, bro.
Gotcha, brother. Take care.
All right, take care of yourself. See you later. That was a good call, man. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Bruh, fast as fuck. That was fast, bro. Yo, you've muted yourself. Hello? Yeah, I can hear you now. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name's Obi. I'm calling from America.
Okay, cool. 1 second, yeah. Let me just shout out the super chat. Big up Nick Pin. He says, facts, riches. That's how the self-hate starts. It's subtle. Yeah, man. Nick is talking about, you know, being black, living in predominantly white environments, cities, areas. You know, it can start to develop into self-hate. You know what I mean? Real talk. Because you're looking around, looking at everyone doesn't look like me. Everyone's staring at me. Everyone's, you know, it makes you feel inferior. It makes you feel like a fucking alien. You know what I mean? Big up Sasha Joe for the super chat. Appreciate that, Sasha. I appreciate that highly, yeah? Big up, salute. So yeah, bro, what do you want to talk about, bro?
Yeah, I want to talk about what you just said about the self-hate thing.
Yeah.
I feel that I live like in a place where it's predominantly white, and you have like, but there's Asians there. There's a lot of Asians, like Oriental Asians, you know. There's like Middle Eastern people and stuff, but I don't know. I feel that it's only with us black people because of the stigma we have in the society. Do you get what I'm saying? That people want to look at us like, you know, wow, a black person's there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get that all the time. Like, look, where I live, there ain't that many black guys that look like me walking around. Yeah. And, you know, I get a lot of stares. Right. I understand that I fit a certain image and stereotype. Yeah. I understand I didn't do myself many favors by getting tats and shit. I understand that, bro. Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like this, like, if I was white, I wouldn't get the same treatment, or I wouldn't get stared at. Like I got white mates that they're the same image as me, tatted up, gold chain, you know, crazy hair, whatever, super confident, big guys, got muscles, etc., etc. But you know, when they do it, it's cool. It's just normal. It's like, oh, he's so cool. But when it's a black guy, so oh shit, you know, and that shit can start to make you feel weird. Like, do you know what I mean? It's only because I'm conscious of this shit that it doesn't really faze me. But for somebody else that's not really conscious of the psychology of it, it can make you feel weird. It can make you feel inadequate. It can make you feel like, oh man, I want to just hide and I don't want no one to see me. You know what I mean? That's why I say it's very unhealthy. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it is a black thing. It is a black thing.
Yeah. I want to touch upon the what was it you said about us how we as black people often your last video we talked about rappers and athletes and criminals, how we idolize rappers and athletes and criminals.
Yep.
Right. Do you think that maybe that the boys wouldn't be put in such a direction of just thinking they have to be those three things if we had families there? Like that, a lot of like the media would like, if the media wouldn't have as much of an impact on young black boys. If there was a pop in the home.
Absolutely. Think about it. Back in the days, right? They had the Cosby Show, right? Cosby Show, obviously, no matter what you think about Bill Cosby, that show there was the ideal image of a functional black family. There was no dysfunction in the family. Obviously, they had stupid shit happen, but it was a two-parent family. The mom and the dad were both successful in their careers. You know, the kids were all, you know, doing their homework, you know, being academic, staying out of trouble for the most part, you know, and they were a happy family, bruv. Yeah? And then, you know, black people came out and said that it was unrealistic. That's crazy, bruv.
Well, is it though? Is it unrealistic for a black family?
Listen, it doesn't matter if it's unrealistic. It's needed.
It is needed. I agree.
It don't matter if it's unrealistic. And at the end of the day, even though black people said it was unrealistic, a lot of black people like to watch it. That show went on for fucking ages, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so even if these same people said it was unrealistic, they obviously, there was something about it that they liked. There's something about it that they identified with or they wanted in their own lives. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the other example would be My Wife and Kids. I briefly I watched that too when I was in America. My Wife and Kids. That's another good example of like a black family, mom, dad, 2 kids that stay out of trouble for the most part and do the right thing. Where are these shows? Like, that's the only 2 shows I can think of, bro.
Why do you think we're so dysfunctional? Where does this dysfunction come
It's
from?
social
Other than
engineering.
not having a father in the home. What do you think it comes from? I don't understand where it comes from. Why wouldn't you want to live an esteemed life?
Go on.
Why wouldn't you want to live an esteemed life? Like, why would you want like a nice functional home?
Because functional behavior is not associated with being black. That's why.
But why is it like that? I don't understand why.
It's because of society and social engineering, bruv. You gotta understand, when you're living in a country like the UK or the US, it is not their job to promote functional behavior amongst the ethnic minorities in those countries. And in fact, they don't want to promote that stuff. They want to promote their people as being functional. Their people are better. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and to be honest,
if we had some pride for ourselves, why couldn't this be alleviated? I don't understand. Like, why couldn't we have some pride for ourselves and say, hey, fuck them, we're going to do our own thing. We're going to have our own functional families. Fuck the dominant society, you know?
Yeah, all right, for instance, in America, right? There was a time where families were functional and mum and dad lived in the home and kids were doing the right thing. There was an era where it was like that. Same way in the UK, it was like that. But you got to understand, bro, the social engineering is serious, bro. It was Operation Destroy the Black Community, bro. That's why, drugs. That's why drugs are still accessible, bro. If the governments didn't want drugs in the country, they could stop it, bro. If they wanted to stop the accessibility of guns and shit on the streets, they could stop it, bro. Do you want to know why they could stop it? Because when there was a risk of a pandemic, the whole world was shut down. So you mean to tell me that they can shut down the whole world, stop all the airplanes flying, all the shops are closed, everyone has to stay in their house, but they can't stop gang violence in their cities? You have to think, bruv.
I feel that people have choices to make, right? Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
People have choices to make, right? And they give, in America and the UK, I guess, they give people the freedom to make the right decisions, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like, why, as a person, would you want to sell drugs to your own community? Why would you want to sell poison to your mother, your brother, your sister, your father, your auntie, your uncle? Why would you want to do that?
Mm.
If they really wanted to stop the drug trade, right? If they really wanted to stop crack being sold on the streets, they really wanted to stop heroin being sold on the streets, then they could do that overnight if the community really wanted to. But they're okay with it because they tolerate it.
Bro, you gotta understand. What do you think that the country profits from crime, bro? Don't ever get it twisted. The country profits from crime, bro. So, like, we know if a country wanted to stop crime, it could. but they profit too much, especially the drugs. They profit too much from it, bro. You're especially in the States. You're asking the same people who injected drugs into the black community. You're asking them same people to clean it up. It's not gonna happen,
no. But the thing is, we don't need to ask them. That's the thing. I don't believe we need to ask them. We can just stop it ourselves.
Yeah, but listen, bro. And this is what goes back to the videos I keep making. Black people celebrate dysfunction. They praise rappers, drug dealers, criminals, bro. You got black chicks that say they want to date a thug. How, bro? You listen. You can't fix a problem of criminality in a black community when you have black females that will come out openly in public and say, I don't know why, but I just like to date thugs. You can't fix a community when you have that dynamic there. You can't fix the community when it's overly materialistic. Where in every music video you got young black guys talking about they got this foreign car and look at my belt and look at my shoes and look at this and look at that, and I can take your girl because I've got all these things and I've got more power than you, and if you ever try and violate, I'll kill you. If black people still buy into those kind of narratives, you can't fix the community. You can't. There's not that many people that talk like me on YouTube and talk about, bro, who else do you know, right, on YouTube that talks the way I do about rappers, athletes, stop idol worshipping, handful at best. I know in the UK there's not no one else that talks like me. I know that. But I can guarantee you there's a multitude of music channels, multitude of sports channels targeted at black people. Because the number one thing is most of us are just drifting through life as well. That's another thing. That's a big issue. Most of us are drifting through life. Most of our parents were drifting through life. So we don't have no good role models. And we just can carry on a perpetual cycle. The guys, the boys, you know, all they know is chase girls and try and buy materialistic stuff. And all the girls think is, oh, have I got a big butt so I can twerk and have a bad attitude. That's it.
We're so mentally enslaved.
Yeah.
We're mentally enslaved.
And it's not natural. This stuff is not natural. This is not natural. This is not like it's in our instinct to be this. Like no black person is born and in their head from an infant growing up, they think I want to be a thug. There's no little girl that is born to think, oh, I just want to be promiscuous and twerk and be some Instagram star. It's not natural. It's learned behavior, it's social conditioning, it's what we watch in movies, listening to in music, you know, every image out there which represents excellence or beauty is always white people. People that build infrastructure and empire is always white people. Even the superheroes you watch in these films, they're always white people most of the time.
Okay, I have something. I want to say something about that. Why is it that we're so conditioned by this? But Asians, right? Asians, for instance, right? They're not white. Asians in America, but they do the best in America. Why is it that they don't suffer from it, but we do? Is it because of our history in this country? Let me say this though. When I speak, I don't just speak on behalf of America. You know, I speak on behalf of black people in general. Like, do you know what I mean? Because obviously, I've had my experience, African, you know, my American experience for a long time. Obviously, my UK experience. Then my parents being African, and then most of my friends being Caribbean. So I'm very like, I have a big range. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the reason why. Well, all right, but even with that being said, let me talk about you Americans. The reason why Asians will typically do better than African Americans, in my opinion, is because they have a community, bruv. And their community has certain ideals. Yeah. In Asian community, it is looked at as desirable to be legitimate. It is looked at as desirable to, you know, do the right thing.
It's not desirable to be a thug. It's not made popular to be some big time womanizer and have baby mamas and shit. It's not. In their community, the typical Asian, what do you notice when they're in high school? They're very studious, academic. Most of them are, obviously not all, but most of them are. It's in their culture. Their culture promotes that.
I know.
You know, you don't have Asian women talking about how they're strong, independent, single mothers. You don't exist. That's only amongst black people.
Dude, we're in a matrix, man. We're just so far into this.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, when you say so, it's not only white people that don't like us in America. It's mostly all demographics that see us, that don't really like us and see us as down low. Bro,
I'll just keep it really basic. Majority of non-black people, the majority of all non-black people do not like black people. You just have to have that mindset. Very true. If you have that mindset, then you'll be safer. Don't think that, oh, this demographic, oh, they're brown, so they are on our side automatically. No, that's not actually true. Don't think, oh, this other ethnicity, they get face racial discrimination sometimes. Yeah, they're on our side automatically. No, that's not necessarily true.
That's very. They don't like us either. And also the thing is, white people, and when you're talking most non-black people, they don't really. They think of us as almost as just a nuisance to be. You know, people are just, you know how people are posting about this whole George Floyd thing and all this police brutality, right? Most of these people, they would say in private, oh, I don't really like black people that much, to be honest.
Yeah.
They say, oh, maybe have you ever heard that term? Oh, you're like one of the good black people, or I like you. You're not really black. Yeah. Have you ever heard? Has someone ever told you that?
Yeah. Well, not me personally, because they probably know better than to say something like that to me personally. Well, but it's true. It's true, man. I'm telling you, like as I said, like a lot of times, you know, the same looks that I would get from white people. And obviously, look, I'm not saying all white people are bad. Not all white people are bad, and not all black people are good. Yeah?
Of course.
But I'm saying the ones that do display that certain behavior that I don't like, the same looks that they will give me is the same looks a lot of times Asian people will give me. It's the same look, bruv.
They all are engineered to not like you or to fear you.
You got to understand, look, in society, who is pushed out to be desirable, to be successful? Which demographic? White people, bruv. Black people, we are the polar opposite. We are the polar opposite on the color spectrum. We are the polar opposite in socio-economically, bro.
Dude, that's so true. We're just all the ones.
Yeah, so all the ones in between, Asians, you know, Indians, you know, whatever, all the ones in between, they're the in-betweeners. So, you know, they will still lean towards white people because, you know, everyone wants to be with the winners. Exactly. White people are straight away instinctively perceived as winners, bro. Whereas black people, you know, we're perceived as losers unless we prove ourselves. You know, and then that's when you get black people like Kanye West and you know, all these pro athletes and rappers and musicians and entertainers and, you know, and then that's when those people, they get the player pass. From non-black people, they get the player pass. That's why you can have a guy like Travis Scott dating Kylie Jenner. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then the dumb thing about that is that the average black guy working at Burger King, he's gonna see that, oh, right, Travis Scott has got a bad bitch. He goes out with Kylie Jenner. That means I can do that shit. No, not necessarily, bruv.
Nope.
And you need to get out of that mind frame. I'm not saying it's impossible, and I'm not dick policing black guys to tell them they shouldn't date IR, but you got to understand, the majority of these women, they don't really look at you as an option like that. They don't want to. Their family ain't gonna like you. Their friends ain't gonna like you. They don't really understand you. Do you know what I mean? And this is a guy. I'm a guy that has messed with a few, you know, white chicks. I've had a white girlfriend before, bro. This is just the truth. I'm not some guy that is some incel that can't get girls or some shit. I'm just telling you the straight facts as a black man, bro.
Dude, we just need to like our own woman. That's it.
And with that is social engineering as well, because as I said, what are we taught from little kids? Especially, you know, if we're not living in a black country, yeah, what are we taught as little kids? That white women with blonde hair and blue eyes are the most beautiful woman walking on earth. So when we go out in the world, we are measuring all women by that standard. You know, now I'm not saying listen, I'm not the type of guy to say, oh, you know, you just have to get with a black chick just because she's black. No, because there's ugly black chicks, there's ugly white chicks. In fact, the average chick walking about in any race is probably not very good looking anyway. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that the way we perceive beauty may be a bit skewed certain times because we are programmed to believe that European Caucasian features or white skin is the best. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is why I'm in such a weird position, because I'm very conscious of everything now. Everything I think, everything I could see a girl and look at her and think, is she actually nice, or am I just thinking that because I've been brainwashed? Like, do you know what I mean? It's a weird thing. Do you know what I mean?
I've been in that position as well. How do you know?
This got to be the last question, bro, because you've been on a while now.
Sorry, my bad. How can you tell a fetish?
What, in terms of what? Like if it's a girl that likes you?
Yes. If she's like another race and she likes
That's easy, bro. Okay, for instance, yeah, if it's a girl that, like, let's just make it basic. If it's a white girl, yeah, and she says she only likes black guys, right? Or she's only dated black guys, you have to ask her, what is it about black guys that you actually like? You see, this is the thing, because the typical white chick, she will say, oh, I just find that black guys are just cool, they're funny, they can dance, they're good in bed. If she says anything like good in bed or some stuff like that, it's a fetish, bro.
I see.
If she doesn't say something along the lines of like she likes the culture, you know, she just finds that I don't know, she just, I don't know. If she doesn't say something that is more going on the lines of the character or the personality or something tangible, do you know what I mean? Like if it's just like, you know, some superficial, you know, because they're good in bed or anything like that, bro, or they can dance or something stupid like that, is fetish, bro. It's not serious. And another thing, a lot of non-black women that only date black guys, they've slept with a lot of guys, bro. I'm just being real. That's something I've noticed, bro. And everyone I know, they agree. Like, it's usually she's done a lot.
All right. There was one time there was this girl that she was trying to like get my attention, right? And she started to talk all black and shit. And she was like, and I was ignoring her and shit, and she was talking to a bunch of black people to get my attention, you know? I thought it was so pathetic, you know? She can't treat me like I'm just like another person. She has to treat me like stereotype or like some fetish.
Yeah, and that's actually another big indicator. If like she's like for instance, if she's a white chick, for example, and she just like overly tries to act animated, stereotypical black, yeah, stay away from her, bro.
Yeah.
If she can't treat you just normal, if she can't just speak to you like a normal human being, it's a fetish. Straight away.
Yep, exactly, man.
Like, you know what I mean? But that's all I got to say. But brother, I appreciate the call. You've been excellent, bro.
No problem. Thanks, man. I'll see you.
All right, man. Cool. Take care. Awesome. Big up Afrocentric for the super chat. I see you, my brother. I appreciate that, man. Salute, salute, salute. You know what I'm gonna start saying? I'm gonna start saying black excellence at the end of everything. I'm gonna start saying black excellence, bro. You know what I mean? Like, got another call here. Hello. 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 Ah, this. I said hello about 4 times, and then the motherfucker just waited and then said hello. Like, come on, man. You gotta be on point, man. Hello. Yo, what's yeah. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name's Chinonso. I'm calling from East London.
Okay, what's going on, Chin? What's hold on 1 sec, yeah. Let me just call out the super chat quickly. Big up Martin Manana. He says most Asian men in the UK are stacking peas over the pack of selling weaves and Afro products to black women. Absolutely, that's true. That is true. You know what I mean? They know how to exploit the black market. You know, they understand that black women are the biggest consumers, and their vanity, you know, they will spend a lot of money over their vanity, you know, hair, you know, and all of that crap. But big up Martin for the super chat. So yeah, bro. Yeah. So what do you want to talk about, bro?
Bro, I wanted to talk about the sign you spoke about within tribalism, right?
Mm.
And you know how it's obviously bad for like black people.
Mm.
Yeah. So, but there's basically, I'm Igbo in it.
Mm.
So I was wondering, like, how do I overcome that? Because the Igbo, like my people, like, how do I overcome like negative feelings? Because my people were like, if you know about the Nigerian Civil War, like how Biafra, we were basically like, we suffered a lot of genocide.
Mm.
How do we what do I do? Because obviously, like the Yoruba people and like other ethnic groups in Nigeria, they look down upon Igbo people. So how, as an Igbo,
let me ask you this: are you in let me ask you this: do you live in Nigeria?
No, I'm from Nigeria, but I'm currently in the UK right now.
Are you planning on going to live in Nigeria?
Yeah. I think when I plan to finish my education, when I finish my education here, I want to go back to Nigeria, because that's really my home. I don't think of the UK as my home. Like, this is not my people. Do you understand?
I hear that. Let me ask you this though, like, so right now, do you feel some animosity towards other tribes, other Nigerian tribes?
Like, no, because obviously I understand, like, because I'm a Christian in it, so I try to, obviously I cannot judge someone over, I can't judge someone just because of who they are and where they're from. However, like, in general, but when you learn about the way you're treated and currently still treated, because the Igbo people as well are not treated, are treated quite unfairly in Nigeria. So how do I try to overcome that tribalism, especially like when that hatred,
what right now? Are you talking about right now, like in your situation right now?
Right now as well, because obviously that's
bro.
Like,
let me just say this to you. Yeah, this is what I say to African Americans that usually start talking about, oh, Africans sold us, bruv. Nobody alive now did anything to anyone alive now, bruv.
Oh.
So I don't understand what the point is to hold a grudge against people that are alive today that have not done anything to you. This is a really ridiculous way of thinking. A lot of times it's the older generations that pass down these kind of grudges and, you know, all this kind of tribalistic mindset. But you just got to disconnect from that shit. Like for me, I said this before, like my mum says a lot of ignorant shit. Well, she doesn't that much now, but she used to. Yeah. And I used to try and like talk to her about it, like, yo, like, you know, that's not right to say that. You can't say that. Not all of them are like, but then at the end of the day, bro, if that's what she wants to think, that's what she thinks. But I understand that it's not like that. And you got to understand that, you know, at the end of the day, it's, listen, only worry about what affects you, bruv.
Right.
And at the end of the day, regardless of like the wars in Nigeria, right? White people have done more damage to black people way deeper than any Nigerian tribe has, bruv. So in that sense, I feel like we have to understand that we're all the same people at the end of the day. Now, I understand there's some people that will still say ignorant shit or insult you or treat you poorly, but that's just the way of the world, bruv. You can get treated poorly no matter where you are.
Right.
You know, so what are you going to do? Hate everyone? It don't make sense. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so what I'd say is, like, you know, all these kind of tribalistic ideas, you kind of just got to just kind of close your ears to that, like close your eyes to it. Do you know what I mean? And you treat everyone fairly. Treat everyone as an individual. If someone treats you poorly, then right, cross them out.
Right.
That's it. That's a simple thing. Like, you treat everyone as an individual and cross them out. You know? But more important than that, like, you know, you're black, you know, and other black people are the same as you, all come from the same source, whether they're American, Caribbean, Haitian, Igbo, Yoruba, wherever.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And especially from when we're in the UK, bro, you should not even be thinking about that. Do you get it? But go on.
There's another question I want to ask. You see, like how you said with the current state of black people, when they have like they idolize thugs and you know, obviously dysfunction, they idolize dysfunction. How do you go about dating then? If that's how do you go about dating? Because obviously, like you said in your previous lives, I've been listening. You said like we're kind of disadvantaged to black people. So how do I go about dating black women? Like what do I look for? Like how do I go about it?
Bro, to be honest, obviously you don't go for the girls that are obviously ratchet. Yeah. Right. Like I did a video about that. Don't date any hood chicks, blood, at all. Like, leave them to their dysfunction and their thugs. Yeah. Then, yeah, like you're gonna run into some girls that are not necessarily hood on the outside, right? But you know, they still want a bad boy, they still want a thug. Bro, leave them to it, bro. You just gotta cast your net out there, bro. You know what I mean? You just gotta be active, you gotta be, you know, doing stuff with your life. And at some point you will run into females that want to cooperate, that want to be on your program.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get what I'm saying? But don't date no hood chick. They will mess up your life. I promise you, bro.
Yeah, word. I've seen that I've seen that happen to like even like the rappers that you see. I've seen them get damaged by girls idolize them because you know, I think like when the idolization of them is not actual real like love or genuine like affection. It's just an idea. So once that idea starts to fade, they're gonna start acting out and really truly they're not for the guy anymore. They're just gonna look to take advantage of him. That's just how I see it.
Bruv, at the end of the day, yeah, just stay away from hood chicks, bruv, and stay away from all that criminal culture life, bruv. Stay away from it, bruv. It's not worth it. I'm telling you, it's not worth it, bruv.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Anyway, thank you for taking my call. You know, I always appreciate your lives, you know, with that too.
No worries, man. I put all your friends onto my YouTube channel, man. More people need to get on this shit.
Yeah, you know, my boy put me on with my boy because I saw him watching your lives, and I'm hearing the background that this guy really took his sin because the advice that you're giving, no one else is giving it. No one's telling me to stay away from no. You just say, just stay a black girl.
And didn't I say this as well? Who else? What? And this is what I said as well. Hold on. This is what I said as well. In the black UK YouTubers, who else is talk? Like, there are like African Americans that talk the way I talk, but in the UK, what other black UK YouTuber is talking the way I talk about this kind of shit? There ain't.
No.
But we got a hell of a lot of rappers though. Every fucking day a new fucking music video, a new rapper comes out. Fuck. Promoting the same old stereotypes. It's so fucked.
Honestly, I've been trying to avoid that. Like, I didn't think of it like that because like Me Too, I enjoy it. Like, you see, like young thugs expressing Christmas jewelry, and like kind of I'm buying into that, but I'm trying to like when you put it out, I'm really trying to step away, but I like it's a bit hard because obviously all your years you've been encouraged to do it.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. And as I said, I'm not perfect. I mean, look at me. I look like a stereotypical nigga. Like, I do. I know I do. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's like you get to a point where you get to a crossroads, innit? You get to a crossroads and it's like either you can go this way or you can go that way, bruv. And it's up to you, like, which way you're gonna go. And for me personally, I think number one, because I took psychology when I was in America, and I took psychology, which I'm not telling guys to do that. Like, maybe you can learn it in your own time, because to be honest, I don't think psychology is that much of a serious degree to take. Yeah. But because I took psychology and I took it to a certain level, I started to understand my own mind. And I started to understand the world better, like in terms of black people. Because then I would start to look at my friends and psychoanalyze my friends. And then, you know, the sociology of it. Like, why is black people, why are we all like this? Why is it that as a teenager, all I used to listen to was Tupac? Like, that's all I used to listen to. And I used to listen to it so much that I was going outside trying to emulate this kind of thug life act. And hold on. And then what I noticed is that everyone else around me was doing it. This is what sets me apart, because I am the same as everyone else. Bro, now I still listen to drill music. Even though I'm a hypocrite. Even though I talk shit about rappers, I still listen to them, bro. Because I'm so deep into it that I can't just start listening to classical music now. Like, I'm too far gone. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I have to listen to Pop Smoke. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, but I understand how dangerous it is. I understand that. Yeah, I like listening to Pop Smoke, but we probably need to have more shows like the Cosby Show on TV. We need more shows like My Wife and Kids. We need more examples of successful, talented black men and women. And there's nothing to do with criminal culture in it. There's nothing to do with singing and dancing.
Yeah, because I used to kind of feel bad. Not bad, but I kind of felt slightly less than the athletes, because I wasn't blessed with the same physical ability. But like, I knew I was smart. I knew my mind would do something, but I still kind of felt less than because I wasn't athletic, or I couldn't sing or rap or dance like the other black kids.
I hear that. Hey, brother, I appreciate the call, man. Yeah. Look after yourself. Look after yourself and take care. Yeah. All right, safe G. Good call. Phone lines open, Skype's open. Call into the show. Big up Kid the Globetrotter. He says 100% support. You're dropping real messages, my man. I appreciate that highly, man. Salute to you. Yeah, 100%. 100. Yo, what's your name and where you calling from? Hold on, let me just shout out the super chat. Hold on, let me just. Oi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, just hold on 1 sec, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Basically.
Hold on 1 sec, I said.
Can I go now?
Hold on 1 sec, bruv.
Yeah, that's cool.
Big up Disco Ramen. He says, big message from King Richez. Don't date hood chicks. They will ruin your life. Absolutely, bruv. They're going to bring some kind of dysfunction. Like, the whole fact that the chick is a hood chick is dysfunction. She's living dysfunction already. So you going and starting dating her and sleeping with her and all of this stuff, you're adding dysfunction to your life because she is dysfunction. Straight. Yeah. Big up Disco Ramen for the super chat. Big up Candidate Salmon. He says, do the likes of C. Owens deserve the diss they get? Candice Owens deserve the diss they get? I don't know. I'm going to have to do a video. I'm going to have to actually do my research about her because I heard her say some mad shit. So I'd have to do my research on her. But from what I heard, I do get her point from a certain degree, but I think she's being very what's the word?
Yeah.
She's just been a bit raw with it, innit? Like, you know what I mean? But big up for the super chat. I'm gonna do my research into her and find out some more. So yeah, bro, what was your name again? What was your name? Where you calling from?
My name's Michael and I'm calling from London.
Alright, wicked. Alright, wicked. What you
like? I found you actually like a month ago. Like I discovered you by accident. I can't lie.
That's what everyone says, man. They always say I'm flipping. They found me by accident, man. Mad thing.
Yeah, like,
go on.
Like I found you through, you know, the video with the liger. You know when you get the example about like you debate this white guy and he said do this scientifically you know, like 50-50 thing regarding like mixed race people, are they black or not? And I used to think that way, like mixed race people are black. But then when you break it down, I was like, it's true. Like they're not actually black, they're mixed. So I was like, raw. And then I really enjoyed your other content, like about you really talk about red people, like how you talk about like stop chasing girls and get power. That was the main thing that really hit me. And I've been really trying to chase power and get success in my life.
That's it. You're trying to get that black excellence, bruv.
Yeah, man. Because like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I fall into like not the stereotype, but like I'm sporty, but also like I do music, but I don't do like drill. I just do stuff that's fun, and I try and give a message about my life and talk about stuff that like how you can better yourself and stuff like that. So is that a bad thing, or would you say that's a good thing? Like, I don't know.
I'm not saying. Listen, when I say that, like, you know, black guys always want to do music and shit like that, it's not that it's a bad thing, but it's like, why is it that all of us seem to think we only have like a couple options? Because when you look at it, other guys in other ethnic groups, they don't look at it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, and if you notice, a lot of them, like pound for pound, they're more successful than us. So then obviously, what does that tell us?
Yeah,
it's only very few of us that will be successful doing music. There's only very, very few of us that are going to be successful doing playing sports. So maybe we shouldn't make that the top avenues we can go down. Like,
yeah, because I don't want to because I just only want to use music as a platform to elevate myself, but to actually do like other things. If that makes sense. Like I want to actually build, because I want to study architecture. If that makes sense. Yeah. So I want to like do other things and like brand into actual proper like fashion businesses and other things. So like that's why I'm saying I don't want to use it as a main focus, if that makes sense. So that's why I wanted to know your thoughts on that as well, if it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like at the end of the day, if you got a plan of what you want to do with your life and it makes sense and it's actually like realistic, then that's it. That's it. Look, somebody in the chat.
19,
somebody, hold on. Somebody in the chat says even King Richez is an American football reject. Bruv, it's true. Because I don't know if the person's probably trying to like be mean and shit. Yeah. But it's true. I am one of many. Look, I'll put you on the screen because you thought that like you was going to say that and that's going to hurt my feelings. Bruv, I am one of many. Bruv, I went to three. I enrolled in 3 schools in America when I played football in America. 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I was at one school in New Mexico for a very short period, literally a couple days, and I didn't like it and I left. Yeah, and the number one reason why I left is because there was hardly any black people there, because it was in New Mexico. But anyway, and was it the second one I went to was quite a big school, right? And I was at that school the longest time. And at that school, there was some sick athletes, bruv. Sick. Like when I played football in America, I was good. When I played in England, I mean, I was good. Like I was one of the best at the time. Yeah. When I went to the States, I was very average, bruv. Yeah. I was around sick athletes, fast and big.
Big, yeah.
Yeah. And bruv, none of them made it, bruv.
Shit.
None of them made it. At the big school I was at, none of them made it, bruv.
That's crazy.
So, you know, for this guy to write, oh, even King Richez is an American football reject. Okay. Like, I'm like, what? The same as thousands upon thousands, if not a million other people. At the end of the day, like, I don't see that as a bad experience, because at the end of the day, I'm from England and I made it onto a college football squad.
Yeah.
Like, how many other people can have that claim to fame? Not that many. Bro, you who wrote that comment, you probably never played college football. And you're from America. Do you know what I mean? So that's it. That's it. You just murked yourself, bro. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, but that goes along with what I'm saying. Is just like, you know, the fact of us black guys, you know, we're still so stuck on the whole, oh, either play sports or be some entertainer of some kind.
Yeah. And
if not, then you're gonna have to do something illegal hustling, quote unquote hustling bullshit.
Or trapping or drilling. Like,
yeah, like
it's wrong.
Why? And this is what I'm saying. It's like, these are the things that are associated with being black.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
Like that's what annoys me, like, because we're not like, I've been deep in it. Like, even when I've been watching your videos, like, even I talked about my dad, and he was telling me about, like, because the thing is, I watched this video, I can't remember where it was from, but it's called this thing called Money Matters, and they were saying, like, what's the point of you being a black man owning lubes and the latest Rolex, but you don't own anything, you're not investing, you don't have life insurance, you don't have this, then when you die, you have nothing, you're worth nothing, your kids are worth nothing. It's useless. Like, there's no group economics.
And this is why, if you notice, like what I said in the last caller, you don't really, like, the messages I'm putting out in terms of like advice for black guys, which I'm taking my own advice as well. I don't think I'm better than anyone. Yeah. It's not mainstream. Like, the type of things I say should be mainstream. It should be like, everybody knows this shit. Like, every black boy should know this shit. But they don't make it mainstream, bruv. They label it as controversial. It's not advertiser friendly on YouTube.
Yeah, trust me. Because you know, the last caller, that's actually my boy. I actually told him about you, and then we've been watching your videos and everything. Like, I tried to tell my friends about you, like, yo, like, go watch him. Like, he actually is the truth. You deep life on a different level. Like, and some of them are 21, some of my friends are like 18, 16, like color guys as well, like, tell them everything, like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I've also got another question.
Yeah, go on.
Well. Like, you know, have you not noticed, like, with the, what's your thoughts on the, like, LGBT or the alphabet community regarding, like, you know, the, like, kind of drifting, the media kind of drifting the narrative from Black Lives Matter?
Because that was always their plan to do that. Because they don't want it, like the whole Black Lives Matter, like, the ideology of it is good, right? Because it's basically focusing on black people exclusively. Yeah. But that is not what mainstream society wants.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to understand, the whole Black Lives Matter movement is not funded by black people like that. Like, at the foundation is not black people. Yeah. So you always got to side eye that. If it's not created by black people, you got to side eye it, bruv. Because how does it benefit these people if they're not black? How does it benefit them? And you got to understand, there's a lot of other agendas. If you look at it, and I said this is something I noticed. And let me say disclaimer, I don't hate anyone. I'm just saying the truth. Yeah. If you notice, every time they bring somebody out to talk on Black Lives Matter issues, especially if it's like
it's always a woman or transgender or something.
That's it. Or just a straight or just homosexual. If they bring out somebody to represent the Black Lives Matter movement, it's always somebody from the LGBT community, bruv. I saw it. There was a video where a mayor in one state in America, he said he wanted to get somebody, a representative of Black Lives Matter, and he brought out a transgender black man.
Wow, can you imagine?
And I'm thinking, of all the black people you could have picked, Why? Like, what made you pick this individual? Then last week I was on Snapchat, just random. I saw something because you know a lot of people that are in the public eye, they're being outed for their racist comments on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, on Twitter.
Yeah, these two white chicks that were on some reality TV show, they lost their job on the reality TV show because they'd said some racist shit to some black chick, right? The black guy who was covering the story on the Snapchat video, surprise, surprise, he was homosexual.
Wow.
And I was thinking, bruv, why? Like, why is it that they never just like bring out like a black male masculine figure to speak? Why is it they always want to bring out a woman? It's either a woman or a member of the LGBT community. Because you got to understand, they want to link the whole black move, like the whole black struggle. Yeah, they want to link it to LGBT struggle when that's two different things.
Yeah.
But they want to link it together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro.
Because I've like the thing is like I don't hate no one either, but it kind of frustrates me. Like every time like the African community have their pride or their own protest, we let them do their thing in peace. But for some reason they have a problem or they want to interject their own thing, and then the media like to drift it. Because I remember like I saw like Nickelodeon or something on Twitter recently. They were saying SpongeBob is gay, and they were saying like, and then I remember, do you know this app called Uber?
No.
No, it's basically like this calling app, kind of like when you talk to your friends. The app had the black and white thing for Black Lives Matter. The next day, it had the rainbow thing, and I was like, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's because you got to understand they're pushing.
Why are they trying to push this narrative all of a sudden?
Because they're trying to push the agenda of, you know, the alternative lifestyle. They're trying to push that agenda to make it mainstream, bruv. So so you know they're using the black struggle as the back door to move that agenda in to make it mainstream, because obviously the Black Lives Matter is so high profile right now, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? So that's how they're going to use that, piggyback off that, you know, and then they'll push that even further. That's how it is.
Yeah,
that's how it is, bro.
Understand that.
You know what I mean? Is there anything else you wanted to ask?
Oh no. That's all for now. But I just want to say, just keep doing your thing, man. I enjoy your videos, man. Like, your videos can be hella funny still, but like, honestly, it's like I always watch. I'm not even joking. I've been watching your things like every day, taking it in, man. Like,
no, that's good, man. That's good. Hey, just do me the favor of trying to put on more of your friends and family onto my videos. That's all I ask you.
No, I will definitely.
All right, man. All right, bruv. I appreciate the call, man. Call back anytime, yeah?
I will, man.
All right, all right. Safe, G. Safe. Right. Hey, you lot remember, you lot can super chat. You lot can hit the PayPal. You lot can hit the Cash App. You know, support this real stuff, man. This real messages, man. You know what I mean? Like, as I said, you don't get this kind of content on Netflix. And you get me. Hold on, I'll call you back. Yes, this is my boy Socrates. Yes, Socrates. It's always a pleasure, Socrates. Socrates, it's always a pleasure. He's gonna
first thing first.
He's gonna say something mad. I got a feeling he's gonna say something mad.
I'm not. Actually, no. What you just said about how they always trying to push their another agenda. I think it's important for everybody to support the statement Black Lives Matter, but not the actual movement. The actual movement is dodgy.
Yeah.
If you read their website, they're anti-family, they're anti-men, and it was started by 2 black lesbians. Now, as we say, we don't hate anyone, but I don't support no lesbian, LGBT, transgender, anti-family. If you're anti-family, if you're anti-man and woman raising children, me and you ain't on the same agenda. So people need to look at the Black Lives Matter movement website and understand that's not our movement.
Yeah. And
that's the thing. They're sneaking everything in with this because the civil rights movement broke down when they let in the gay people. And look, the gay people got all their rights, and what do black people have?
Yeah.
As you say, it's not the same thing because you can't come out your house and hide that you're black. So when people try to make the gay thing and the black thing the same, it's a disrespect to me and my ancestors.
Exactly. So, and it's not. It's like what the motherfuckers forget that like a white dude could be gay and racist. Like that's not mutually exclusive. Like that can be in the same space, bruv. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why that whole alternative lifestyle community, no, that's nothing to do with the black struggle. It's nothing to do with it, bruv.
Nothing. Yeah. But first things first, let me say this. Every black person and every white person listening, now is your time to read books. Yeah? Read about African civilizations. Yeah? Read books about African history written by black people. Yeah, we need, especially as black people, to now be knowledgeable about our history, because as we know, we've grown up in the West and it's a very Eurocentric education. So they basically teach it from a point of view like Europe civilized the world, where it's the opposite. Africa civilized the world. They were manipulating metal, yeah, and doing maths and navigation in Africa before Europe. Africans traveled to Americas before Europe, and so we need to get our minds in gear and in check and read books, especially black people, because the schools ain't telling you, and most likely your parents don't know. So everybody needs to, exactly. Someone said in the comments, not just Egyptian history.
Yeah,
exactly.
Big up Kayla. Big up Kayla. Big up Kayla saying not just Egyptian. Exactly, man. That exactly. You know, that's all I ever remember learning about. I think they listen.
And they made them white.
When I was little, yeah, you know when you're little in school, they teach you about Egyptians. They don't even tell you it's in Africa, bruv. They just say you're learning about Egyptians today. That could be anywhere, bruv.
Exactly. And then what they don't tell you is that the Arabs colonized North Africa only 1,000 years ago. So all them people in North Africa you see, they're not original Africans. The real black people in North Africa are still there, where you got to go look for them in the desert. Yeah? So people need to just read now. Study outside of what you're... You know what, yeah? This is what I realized. And everybody, I'm not trying to disrespect you if you've not gone to uni, but I want to let you understand something. It was only when I got to uni, I realized that most people are dumb. Hear what I'm saying? In school, you only get to, basically, most people don't go to uni, right? So you only learn history, politics, philosophy, whatever they teach you up to high school level. Now, what they teach you at high school is so basic and mostly lies. They don't know anything. So even a lot of these like far right guys and these white lives matter protesters, them guys don't even know what they're talking about, because they've only studied what they studied in school. School don't tell you who Churchill was. School makes you think Churchill won the war. Churchill didn't win no war. He wasn't no superior like army strategist. It was Americans who helped Britain win the war. Mm-hmm. So we have to understand most people are dumb. This is why we need to read, because most people don't know history or politics or anything, because what they teach you in school is rubbish. That can't prepare you for life.
Definitely. But I saw you said the other day, you said you had the topic you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, you know I had to get the blackety black stuff out the way.
He's keeping it niggerish.
So anyway, yeah.
Got the niggerish shit out the way. Appreciate that.
I have to do the niggerdom first. But so men, now, you know that I don't cape for women. So I know people are going to think that I cape for women when I say this.
Oh, what the hell are you coming to say, so crates?
No,
so crates.
I find, right, a lot of the guys who come on here, they want a good woman, right? But they don't live as good men. So it's hypocritical and it's counterproductive. Like, why do you want to call women and treat women like hoes? Yeah, and bees, yeah, but then you want a good woman? That doesn't make sense. Like, if you want a respectable woman, then treat women how you would want your daughter to be treated and live like that. Because we know in our community there is a lack of respect. I'm not caping for them, because obviously I believe a lot of women don't take responsibility for their actions.
So crates, are you so in the crates, bruv? Are you all right, bruv?
No, because I hear a lot of people come up and they're like, yeah, this girl did this to me, this girl did that. But how many girls have you done that to? Like,
nah, man. Like, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that, because you gotta understand, yeah. Like, number one, girls have more opportunity to get with guys than guys do
Yeah.
with girls.
No, yeah, I get
so
that.
the probability that the girl has messed over a boy who didn't warrant it is high.
Okay, so let me stop you there, and I agree. Most men turned into hoes because someone broke their heart. Yeah, that's the truth. In the beginning, they went into it like all innocent, and then someone broke their heart and they turned into hoes. That's basically the truth, I lie.
Sometimes.
Is that not a fact?
Sometimes.
Is that not a fact? Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
But just because they have the power, that doesn't mean that then because they have the power, then you start, like, okay, if you're gonna sleep around. I can't stop you, but you don't have to be disrespectful. That's all I'm saying.
I would say this, like you don't have to necessarily walk around being a complete asshole, like, you know, rude and obnoxious. But I think in my head, you have to be aware that the majority of females walking around are not wifey material, bruv. The majority of them are lost. The majority of them have baggage, mental, you know, and realistic baggage. And you know, if you have a guy who has something or anything to lose, you better be on your P's and Q's, mate.
Okay. And so here's where I agree with you, and here's where I want to take my point. The reason why, and I'm going to use metaphors, I'm going to call it the market. You know what I'm talking about. The reason why the market is oversaturated and the prices are high is because men keep on putting women or sex on a pedestal. Yeah. Now, this is the foolishness. Because men don't have control over their penises, they make sex the be-all and end-all. If you started to put intelligence and sensibility on a pedestal, these girls wouldn't be able to walk around like they're the best of the best, and they can't even put two words together. Yeah, but you've got these dumb women who don't have any qualifications, they don't do anything, and they are treated as queens. I don't treat dumb girls like queens. And I don't treat them like, I don't disrespect them either. But the girls who get my attention or who I spend regular time with have a brain. And the reason why it's messed up is because men cannot control themselves and they put sex on a pedestal. And so anybody with a vagina, to them now is top of the list. Yeah, that's why things are messed up. It's our fault. We made it this way.
I agree.
We control the market.
I agree that a lot of guys pedestalize women and they measure their manhood by how many women they sleep with and how beautiful their woman is. It's difficult. It's difficult to get out of that way of thinking.
It is.
It's very difficult because society is telling you that that's the way it is. The majority of your friends and your relatives are telling you that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? And it is true. That's why do you think I always come up with these videos? Stop chasing women, bro. Like make yourself the guy that you need to be first. Like, you know what I mean? It's important because you attract what you are at the end of the day.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I just feel like, no, I agree with you. It is men because we essentially have the power. And I don't understand what happened. At what point in history did it happen where men just like gave up all their power? Like
in the garden.
No. Before, but let's say like, bro, it wasn't always like this. It was like society has not always been the way it is now. It hasn't, bro. It progressively got worse and worse and worse to the point where we're at now.
Social media helped to play a part in that because what social media did was cause all of these people who never had the game to talk to women now. Because back in the day, you had to do some face-to-face chat, right?
Oh, yeah.
But now, you just got to DM someone and show them you got money. So it turned women into whores. Because now because the people like Kim Kardashian showed them that, oh, you can sell your body for money and you'll be fine. And then men who had no game and didn't have any confidence just started to throw themselves at women. And because they couldn't talk to them, they started to... So as someone said in the comments, it's a vicious cycle. But we have to understand we control the market. We decide what is attractive and what's not attractive. And so in my life, no one who's pretty and has no brain has any value.
And if more men acted like that, then things will change.
Do you know how
we can't control ourselves?
Do you know how I know it's so fucked up? And I've talked about this before. Some guys are so thirsty, bro, and it pisses me off, bro. Like, bro, I was on Instagram, yeah, bro. Instagram exposes the human nature so well, yeah, bro. I see this chick. This chick was fat. She's just fat, bro. That's all. Fat chick, mixed race, she was just fat, bro. Eating ice cream, eating an ice cream cone and shit, bro. She had like 5,000 likes under her videos, bro, under her pictures, bro. I was like, are you serious, bro? Like, and she was busted. She was butters, bro. I was like, what? But because she was wearing like kind of revealing like outfit a bit, like guys is liking it. Guys is leaving comments like, oh yeah, like I want some of your sugar. Like, what? What do you mean? She sweats sugar, bruv. What are you talking about, bruv?
That's the world we live in. And if you remember back in the day, that wasn't really possible because social media didn't have people out there like that.
Bruv, you got old women still thinking that they're hot now. Old women, bruv.
But this is why I'm saying the blame is on the men. We made it like that. Because, like I said,
Simps
if you
made it like that.
What is valuable,
Simps
correct,
made it like that.
i.e. mind and personality and brain, then these people could not get so far. But most men have no self-control. They have no standards. Yeah, yes. And that's why you have this scene today where anybody thinks they can talk how they want because they know that every man is going to run after them.
Sad, bro. It's a sad situation, bro.
This is what I'm saying. Like, we can moan about women all we want, but guess what? When you set the standard, they have to conform. And the standard now is the more you show is the more likes you're gonna get. The fact that you can go on Instagram and see 1,000 likes on anybody who shows shows themselves naked, that's right. That's whack, bro. That means when you get married, you're gonna let your wife walk on the road like some whore. Men ain't got no standards, bro. That's why I don't rate a man who, if I see him with his girl and his girl's got her breast out the door.
Yeah. No way.
You don't rate yourself.
Hey, have you seen? I was gonna talk about something, but I can't even talk about it now. I was gonna say something, but I can't even say that because it might mess me up. I was gonna say, have you seen this? Oh shit! You get me? But yeah, bro, all that kind of these girls coming out with all their cleavage out and they wear extra tight dresses so you can see the exact shape of their cheeks and that. It's like put it away, bro. And they will have boyfriends and their boyfriends think they're winning. And I'm like, blood, your girlfriend is advertising, bro.
This is the thing though. If women knew that, yeah, when they did that, men were looking at them like, ugh, and not lusting, yeah, then they wouldn't do it. But they know 9 out of 10 men will not resist them if they work like that. That's why we as individuals have to be better and have to elevate the good stuff. Yeah, elevate and look and go for and make.
But do you know why it's impossible, bro? Do you want to know why? Because female nature states that if a girl is good looking, she's more than likely gonna be like that, bruv.
Unfortunately, it seems that way these days. Because
even ugly girls are like that.
You see a headshot of any girl, just go to her profile and you just have to scroll down maybe 2 rows and there's gonna be some bikini shot, and that's when I'm like, done, not interested.
Bro, 99.9% of all girls, if she's good looking, she knows she's good looking, and her ego is, even if you know them girls that they're good looking and they pretend to be humble. She ain't humble, bruv. She knows she's nice, blood. She knows she's better than average. She knows that she can look in her Instagram and her DMs are already maxed out.
But you know Aisha Curry, yeah? Remember she had a problem because she wanted men to be lusting after her.
Yeah.
Because her husband was getting attention.
Yeah.
This is how most women are these days. They're married.
That's what I'm saying.
And they're happy, they've got a good life, but they still want to feel wanted and desired. They're sick.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And she got a high value man. Bro, that's as high value as it possibly can get. Like, your guy's got money, he's famous, he's an athlete, he's tall, he's light-skinned, other women want him. And you became famous, famous because of him. But that's not enough. You still want other guys to get hard looking at you. Are you serious, blood?
Someone said, how is the caller blaming men? Because we set the standard of what is acceptable and attractive. This is what people need to understand. If we're the leaders in society, everything is our fault, ultimately.
Yeah, but I would never. If
we want to fix it, if we want things to change, we have to fix it.
Do you know why it will never get? Do you want to know why it will never get fixed? Because
men don't have any self-control. 99% of them.
Yeah. The majority of men are fully just in the matrix. Fully. That's why.
System.
Like, look at, like, for instance, on YouTube, the amount of like guys, black or white, that talk about female nature and all of this kind of stuff and the psychology of it, it's really not a lot, bruv, in comparison to all the matrix material out there. It's minuscule, bruv. Disney,
because you know what? Yeah, a man will come on the phone and talk to you and say he agrees with everything you say. But if the girl of his dreams turns up, and she's an absolute whore, but she offers it up to him, he's not going to be thinking, oh, but I just told Richez this. He's going to do it on a sneaky. Yeah, and it's only going to come out when he gets baited out.
Bro, even the content creators, man, even the guys on, bro. That's why, for me, you know, from day one, I always said I was scumbag, bro. Like, I've done lots of scumbag shit, bro. Yeah, you have too, nigga. Yeah, but anyway, let's not go into that. But anyway, yeah. Boom, like majority, like, but the thing is, a lot of guys that talk this hardcore shit, like, oh yeah, this, that, and that about women, they're just one blowjob away from being like everybody else.
This is what I'm saying to you. If it came down to it, they would flop because they don't have any self-control. And I think, as you know, you're always talking about men need to do certain things. Men need to not be ruled by sex. If you cannot be ruled by your penis, you will gain great advantage in this life. But if you are ruled by your penis and every girl who you take a fancy to offers it up to you and you take it, you're going to be in trouble. And that's why most of them end up with 5 baby mamas and paying out child support.
Yeah, bro.
And living with women. Like, why are you living with a woman? You're a waste, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, yeah. Like today, yeah. Like, obviously, I had to run a little errand today. Saw some chick, yeah. Blood. She was buff. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not as in like pretty in the face. She was all right in the face, but her body, oh my days, she was the exact prototype, fam. Yeah, she was very busty with the back. Yeah, but she had the kid with her. Yeah. Right. Now she's looking at me because obviously I know how I look, fam. You get me? I know how I look, fam. Yeah, we've been over this already, bro. Yeah, but like, in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, I would like to sleep with her, but bro, there's already red flags.
Yeah,
she's dressed in a way so that everyone has to see her curves. Yeah, that's not good. We're in a pandemic. Why are you dressed like that? Yeah, why are you dressed like that? Is the second day they open the shops and you're already trying to? You're already hoeing. Yeah, you already hoes life in, bruv. Yeah. Then you got this flipping little mixed race you. Yeah, and it was she looked like Eastern European, but she has a little mixed race you. So I already know she likes the blacks. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. And I was just thinking, bruv, that's a mess already, bruv. I know what's gonna happen, bruv. I can see the timeline before it's even started, bruv. I was just like, it's not worth it, bruv. But if it was like some years ago, I would have moved to her straight. I wouldn't even have hesitated, bruv. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's me straight away. Because you know, them single mother chicks, they're the easiest ones to beat, bruv.
Unfortunately, and like I said, 9 out of 10 men would not care. But what did you say to me 12 years ago that saved my life? It's not everyone you're supposed to sleep with.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Men need to understand this point.
It's real. And this is why I keep bringing out these videos. Stop chasing women. Stop flipping you know, being obsessed by chicks, you know, more. And I said this, most of the time, you guys are obsessed by women that don't want no part of you. They will never sleep with you ever, bruv.
Fam, most of the man in the chat, and I'm not disrespecting them, but they can say what they want to say. They're obsessed with women. 9 out of 10 men are obsessed with women, and their life and their achievements are built around women and making themselves more attractive to women. They don't want to achieve for themselves.
Yeah.
That's because they want a better standard of woman.
That's the
not a
scary
way
thing.
to live your life.
That's the scary thing. Like, and this is what I talk about getting power. It's for you. You're getting your money and everything together for you, so you can live a happy life where you are in control of you have as much control as possible in your life. But you running around being obsessed by a vagina, that's not going to help you. Okay, you might bang a couple girls. You're not going to bang all the girls you want, number one. You're going to waste a lot of time and money, but more importantly, time, because time's the only thing you can't never get back. And the older you get, and the older
when they go out.
Hold on. And the more time goes past, the less opportunities you have in life.
Yeah.
Go on.
I challenge every man, to sit down and, you know, when the pandemic is over and things are coming back to normal, ask themselves, why are they doing what they do? Why do they want to buy the car they want to buy?
Yeah.
Why do they want to wear the clothes they want to wear? Why do they want to go to the places they want to go to? Why do they take that picture and upload it to Instagram? And I can guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, it's going to have a woman in their mind.
It's
because you wouldn't buy designer clothes if you didn't care about women.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it makes you feel good. No, you're doing it because you think a woman will find you more attractive.
Do you know what? It's all for Roddy Rich box, blood. It's all for Roddy Rich box. Okay. That's what it's all about, bro. That's the existence of a lot of guys, bro. And do you know what? When I was younger, I kind of clocked onto this shit. Like, because I noticed a lot of my friends, like, you know, like, for instance, you know, your friends will act weird when girls are around and, you know, like, it's just weird shit. And I clocked on it, but obviously I didn't know. And it's like, now it's just like, bro, like chasing girls, like, it's a normal thing. But if you're obsessed by it, bro, it's a waste, bro. It's a big waste, bro. And I said this earlier, bro. Most of the girls I've slept with in my life, I don't even remember them, bro.
Look, think of how much of our youth we wasted thinking about game, reading literature on how to have game and having the game when we could have been building something.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Didn't I say to you? Didn't we say, oh, what if you like man just started YouTube like back in the day and shit? Like,
oh, we would have been over. The Hodge twins ain't got nothing on us, bro. We would have murdered it.
It's fucked. It's so fucked. But bro, I'm gonna close up. Is there anything you want to say in closing for these motherfuckers, man?
Read, and continue to read.
Read, motherfuckers. Learn something. Read a book, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me shout out the super chats. We got Scream for the super chat. I see you, my brother Scream, as always, man. Big boy. Yeah. Hold on.
Someone said the better physique, the cheaper your wardrobe.
Yeah, real talk, blood. Fam, listen, let me tell you one thing, yeah? Let me give you a bit of advice, fam, yeah?
It's mad, because when I was skinny, bro, I used to wear anything, bro.
Fam, all I know, yeah, is blood. You see me, yeah? You see when I go out, yeah? All I wear, yeah? My t-shirt. You see my... if you from the UK, yeah, you know about Primark, yeah? You know Primark, blood, yeah? I get the t-shirts. You know the £2 t-shirts from Primark, blood? Bare of them, bruv. So if it rips, the black one and the white one, bruv, yeah? Tight one, bruv, bruv, yeah? So they can see the shape, innit? Yeah, and then I just wear normal top man jeans, blood. Yeah.
In America, that would be them Walmart shirts. Them
yeah.
$10.
Yeah. That, bruv, that's even too much, bruv. Walmart is too expensive, bruv. Walmart is too expensive because them shirts are like $9 something. These are £2 t-shirts, blood. Yeah. They do the job. I've been to the rave wearing those t-shirts, blood, and been successful in the rave. Yeah,
it's true. If you've got a bit of body on you, then you can just wear any black or white shirt, and no one's not asking you anything.
Who's gonna look at my label? Are you nuts, bruv? Look at my label for what, bruv? Yeah, and then my jeans, what? Top man jeans are like £30. And remember, I used to work there back in the day, so I had that on discount. So I'll wear that.
Too funny.
And then the most expensive thing, obviously, I've got my jewelry, which, yeah, okay, cool. But I wear that all day long. I don't take it off. So apart from that, in terms of drip, like, I don't, bruv, bargain, bruv. You see all this thing about men buying all this designer clothes, it's very feminine, bruv. It's feminine, bruv.
That is a fact.
Like, I gotta be wearing this, that, bruv. You're moving with feminine energy, bruv. Because that clothes shouldn't make you. You should be the man.
Why are you in the Gucci store looking for the right belt? That is gay, man. That's gay.
Yeah,
like, I care about what belts they wore.
Oh, I gotta get.
See how we just do things and we don't even question where they come from.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta get the Gucci slides. Bro, shut up, bruv. You know what I mean? I gotta get a Gucci headband. You know when you see motherfuckers wearing them headbands, bruv? I just be like, bruh, that looks whack. I don't like that, bruv. Can you just get a normal G-Unit cap, bruv? You need to get yourself a G-Unit snapback, bruv.
You know,
you get me? Big up G-Unit. Hey, big up K Darko. He says, bruh, the first is real indeed. And you see this a lot on social media. It's really serious, more serious than we can imagine. Good stuff. Yeah, because it's like guys don't see as like majority of guys don't see value in themselves. They're looking for value and happiness in a woman. Do you know what I mean?
It's true. You go for what you think you're worth. So if you think you're worth someone who's just footing on Instagram, that's what you're gonna go for. Because most men, like you said, most black boys don't have any self-value.
Yeah.
Because the school is not going to teach them it. Their parents don't know, and so they just think they're their road. They think their value is the road, and what they can, if their name can ring in the streets, then that's how they think that's value.
It's sad.
But your name will ring in the streets, and then after they bury you, no one cares, bro. You might get a shout out in a drill video, but no one cares about you.
Bruv, it's sad. I'm just saying, listen, the last thing, if you lot don't, and someone said off-white socks for 200 quid. Bro, that's what I'm saying. That is a myth, bro. Yeah? That is all mythy, bro. You know what I mean? Listen, this is my advice in terms of dressing, yeah, guys, yeah? Just wear plain clothes, bro. Or Nike, 2 for 20 Nike t-shirts.
Bro, I just got two the other day, got a red one and a grey one, bro.
That's it, bro. Yeah? Maximum name brand, Ralph Lauren, bro. You can get them free t-shirts in a pack on eBay, bro. Yeah, quickly. That is maximum. Don't go waste your money on Gucci and all these stupid Italian brands, especially when you're black and these people don't even like black people, bro.
I was just gonna say that they don't like black people. Bro, why are you buying this stuff?
Fam, they didn't create their name brand so that niggas can wear it, bro. So you nignogs can wear it. They didn't, bro.
If you're gonna spend money, go and spend it on a black-owned brand who support black initiatives.
Yeah, like my name brand, even though it's not around no more. But you lot did support my name brand, so I mean my clothing brand. So I appreciate it. I'll be out with a new clothing brand soon as well. Get me? Like I've already got the domain and all of that. So watch out for that. You need
to go back to Regali Garms. See, these people don't know about Regali.
Jesus, them throwbacks,
Them jumpers was heavy.
Listen, you see me, yeah?
People say, where you get that from? I'll be like, don't watch that.
Bro, don't worry about that, man. Get your Fendi watch, man. Don't worry about that, bro. Get me? But yeah, as I was saying, just wear plain clothes, but don't wear fake knockoff garms. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. I'm telling you, you will get caught out slipping, bruv. Yeah? Don't be wearing no fake trainers from China. You know them fake trainers, AAA quality.
Market back in the day.
You know them trainers, AAA
color.
Yeah, triple A quality. What? You're a big man to be doing that, bruv.
and then in one rainstorm they just get washed out.
Jesus.
You can only wear them ones in the club. They're one night only.
Bruv, it's miffy. It's miffy. I'm telling you. And don't be wearing fake jewelry either. If you can't afford it, don't get it, bruv. Yes.
Oh, the ones that.
Oh shit! My man from back in the day. Don't say no names. Don't make it bait. But there was one boy, yeah, from back in the day. There was one boy from back in the day, yeah, that me and Socrates know, yeah. And this boy, yeah, he used to wear the fakest jewelry ever. And like, you could tell that this boy was broke in it, yeah. Like, but he would wear the fattest chain, bruv. Like, his chain was hench, yeah. And bruv, what did he say? If it rains, yeah.
The color would run.
The fucking chain will dissolve in the rain, bro.
If you test the consistency, you'll find the chain was 100% titanium, aluminium foil.
That shit wasn't even gold plated; it was silver plated, bruv.
Someone said cubic zirconia. It wasn't even cubic zirconia. It was cut glass, bro. The window and cut the glass.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, man used to rock the cubic zirconia earrings, bruv. Not earrings, the studs. Yeah, but that's when I was in entry level. Yeah, that's when I was entering the game. I didn't know. I didn't have no P's. You get me, bruv? But not at this big man age. If you can't afford it, just be plain nothing, bruv.
Hey, do you know what I used to wear? The magnets from Claire's Accessories.
I had magnets as well.
I used to go to Claire's Accessories, be the only man in there, and then go and get the studs. Just to complete my bad boy sleepwear look.
Bruv, you making me, bruv. The magnets, bruv. The magnets. When you put the magnet behind your earlobe, yeah?
Bruv, and it causes your ear to bleed and infects it.
Bruv, your ear will start hurting after a while, bruv. Yeah. Sidestep all of that, bruv. You need to sidestep all of that, bruv. All of that. Just be real, bruv.
Remember Argos was Elizabeth Duke?
I don't even remember that one. But Argos, yeah? Argos used to sell bare fake shit, bruv. Oh my days.
The jewelry section was called Elizabeth Duke, bruv. And it always had a brown background.
Bare Casio watches, not no good Casio, not no G-Shock, bruv. Just you know that metal Casio watch. You know the metal one, bruv.
Yeah.
The silver one. Yeah.
Them ones, if you fall over one time playing football in the playground, it will just bust.
Yeah, them watches, they couldn't survive long, bruv.
Someone said we invested in imaginary drip.
Yeah, bruv. Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, the thing is, when I used to wear my cubics, I felt like I was heavy, bruv. I ain't gonna lie, bruv. I felt I was heavy. I wanted everyone to see my cubics shining, bruv.
Yeah, because who knew? No one could tell.
Bruv. In my mind, they were diamonds, bruv.
Someone said they brought a fake G-Shock from Camden Market.
What?
Why are you buying a fake? You know what? One of the worst things to buy is a fake watch. That is one of the worst.
Yeah, that's a killer, bruv.
The color on that will.
Bruv, just get you a normal watch, bruv. Just get you a normal sports watch, bruv. You get me? A normal one, bruv. Don't go and get a fake G-Shock, bruv. That is not waterproof.
Do you remember them fake pleather jackets, them fake Abrexes, which didn't even have the sign on it? It just had Abrex in some mad way.
Aviarex, you know, Aviarex.
Some mad design of Avrex with no Avrex insignia, just leather.
Just a leather jacket, fam. It's just a leather jacket, bro.
Oh,
bruh, listen, all of you lot, do not rock fake shit, bruh. Don't, because that's begging it. You're basically begging it, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if you have to qubits, yeah, you could do qubits.
Qubits, cut glass, bro.
What is it? Us for Swarovski
crystals.
Swarovski crystals, blood. Buy the fucking crystals and that. Oh man, that is shit, bro.
Them things will cause you to get itches, bro.
Bro, all I know. Oh no, do you know what? Yeah, One time, I swear to God, I bought a fake silver chain, bruv. I swear. Imagine that. Like, silver is cheap as hell. Then I bought a fake silver chain, bruv. Bruv, I got a rash all around my neck, bruv. That was horrible. Bruv, that rash hurt, bruv.
hey, you know when like fitted caps came back into like style like early 2000, like 2002. Yeah, I must have didn't know that like New Era was the one. Like you only buy New Era.
You bought one of them bad hats, bro.
A man was wearing this fake New Era, this fake hat, fake fitted cap to college, and one man rinsed me. He's like, with your old era hat, bro. I died, bro. I never wore that hat again. I got a new era hat straight away.
Man had some bullshit hat, bro. Some bastard hat, bro.
Bro, it didn't even have a brand. It just had like black and grey, and it just had NY on it, bro. It wasn't even real. I don't even know what.
I know those hats. I know what hat you're talking about. I know what. Them hats, yeah. You see them bait hats, yeah. They always used to sell them in the barber shop, bro.
Yeah. And the thing is, yeah, I had the blue and red one and the grey and black one, bro.
Oh, man, I
thought I was heavy.
Man went back to buy more, bro. Oh shit, bro.
Oh, someone mentioned academic tracksuits, you know.
I never had that. I
had that still.
No, actually, I had an academic jacket. I had a sick academic jacket, man. Sick one, bro.
Academic, you know? Jeez.
Yeah, that's the grand.
These youths don't know about that.
Yeah, academic.
That came and went faster than shot jackets. Remember shot jackets?
Shot? Nah, I don't remember that shit.
SCHOTT. Maybe that was a Northwest thing.
Shot. Oh, I think that was a white boy thing, man.
Nah, all the man them had that intense.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. Where I was
remember
at.
The barber jackets.
Barber? Nah, I don't remember that, bro. Barber. But hey, bro, that is funny though, man.
Oh yeah, Echo. Yeah, someone mentioned Echo. Yeah, Echo. I had an Echo.
Echo's still about though. Echo's still. His man said lot 29, bro.
Bro, that must be a South thing. No one in Northwest was rocking that. I never heard of that before.
You've never heard of lot 29?
Ah, blood.
Oh my! What with all the fucking Warner Brothers characters, the cartoon characters on it? You never saw that?
I don't care about no cartoons, man. That's you nerds.
Wait, I don't know, bruv. I don't know. Oh, Evisu jeans, bruv. What about Evisu jeans?
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I had a fake Evisus from Market.
So did definitely. I had fake Evisus.
You know what? Yeah, mine wasn't even fake Evisu. It just had a squiggle. It didn't even try to say Evisu.
Oh, your ones were bait, man. But I think everyone had fake, bruv. Fake Evisu was everywhere, bruv. Everyone had fake Evisu, man. They thought it was real. Nah, bruv. Nah.
Yeah, I had FUBU, but I had to go to America to get that. Ed Hardy and Von Dutch, those were white boy things.
No, Ed Hardy. No, that Ed Hardy, bruv. Even them MCs were wearing Ed Hardy, bruv.
That was a white man thing to me.
Yeah. What was it? Do you remember G-Star?
Yeah.
I had a G-Star jacket. I thought I was bad when I had that jacket.
Carl Carney. I had Carl Carney when I was like 7 and 8.
Carl Carney
in the early 90s.
That's
when I was a youth.
That's going into my brother's era, bruv. I don't remember that. Yeah. Carl Carney, bruv.
Someone bought me Carl Carney. Like I wasn't old enough to have Carl. By the time I was old to know what Carl Carney was, it weren't fashion no more.
Carl Carney. That's what, like, back in the days, yeah. I remember my brother, he used to have some weird dress sense, bruv.
Moschino and Valentino.
Oh, yeah. That
You're
was
talking
sick.
about the old roadman's clothes now.
I could never get those things.
I wasn't old enough. By the time I came around, they weren't popular.
Yeah, and I never had the P's anyway.
Yeah, straight. I had to wait till I went to college to get an Averex, and then flew to Canada, and so I could get it cheaper. Man couldn't afford that Averex from Tottenham Court Road. Didn't have them P's, bro. My mum wasn't giving me £300 to buy no jacket. Yeah, man. Listen, I just look at it like this, yeah. But the thing is, yeah, if you dress like plain, you can actually look like you've got P's. If you just plain, bro. It's just the way you carry yourself. Do you know what? Yeah, as long as you have decent shoes or trainers, you'll always look well. If you wear like just normal jeans and a shirt, you'll always look okay. This is what I do. This is my strategy, yeah. My favorite trainers, yeah,
are Air Max 95. Yeah, that is the South London trainer of the century. Air Max 95s, fuck 97s, fuck 98, fuck all these Air Force Ones and all this fucking shit. Yeah, fucking Air Max 95 is the best trainer ever. It's timeless. It's a classic, bro. But that's the only trainers I buy. I've got bare different colorways, bro. Yeah. If your trainers are decent, yeah, it don't matter. You don't have to wear expensive jeans and t-shirt, bro. Just make sure your trainers are clean. Yeah. If your trainers are clean and you've got more than one pair, you don't have to wear the same one over and over again, bro.
That's true,
bro. You look fresh.
I just buy now black on black trainers.
Yeah.
And I can wear that with anything and look smart. I can wear it with anything.
Someone
I don't understand man wearing fully white trainers in 2020. You're brave. I respect all of you.
Bro, you better be living in some very clean environment, bro.
There better be one hot summer day when nothing is dripping, bro.
Trust me.
No, nothing.
Trust me, it has to be at the height of the summer, bro. And it has to be
32 degrees.
Fam, there cannot be any dirt on the street, bro.
Every road that you go on, they have to do that like street cleaner thing where they just wash it down.
Trust me, they have to clean every piece of COVID off the streets, blood, before you step out in your white trainers.
White
bro.
on white, you know. Them brave people, that's Jamaicans. And they'll wear that with like white jeans and white jackets.
Yeah, you done. Oh, you know this, man. You know when you go to
Jamaican behavior.
You know when you go to them raves, bruv, them dance hall raves, you just see people just like there's no dirt anywhere, bruv.
Bruv, and they're confident, you know. Like we see a white top here, a man is looking where he puts his hands, where he sits down. These people are just dancing and doing everything, not knowing that every time they touch someone, they're turning brown.
Trust me, man. Trust me. Bare brown stains all over the place. Scrubsing up these girls and that. That girl ain't even washed that skirt she's wearing, bruv.
And the worst thing is to see someone wearing white and they just got bare stains on them, bruv. I don't care how pretty you are. That's not attractive. Why are you dropping food on yourself, though? You're a big woman.
You see you dropping curry goat on your dress, man. You're a fool.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Why are you eating curry goat in white clothes? What's wrong with these Jamaicans?
I'm saying, blood. You don't even watch drinking anything, bruv. You better have a straw.
Drinking Guinness.
Getting waved, bruv. That is jokes, man. That's jokes, bruv. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, listen. Air Max 95s, yeah, is the best trainers, bruv. Yeah. When you wear that, like, okay, for instance, I have quite a few colorways, yeah, but I always choose like the base color has to be a dark color. Don't let the base, because you know sometimes they make the trainers look stupid. It will be like black or dark blue, and then the base will be white. It's like why?
It gets all dusty. No, that's
stupid. Like why? So every piece of dirt can go on the rubber bit, and then the trainers is ruined, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
Because you can never get that fully white again.
No, it will not, bruv. It's like a car, bruv. It loses its value instantly, bruv. You know what I'm saying, bruv? Instantly, bruv. Instantly loses its value, right? But look, preferably get black trainers with a little bit of color on it. A little bit. So it's like, oh, what's that? Them shoes is hard. Like, boom. Air Max 95s, yeah, and blue jeans and white t-shirt, bruv. Yes, that's it, bruv.
You know what, yeah? I haven't worn blue jeans in years. You know what I wear now? I just wear dark blue chinos. That's what I've been wearing for the last, 5 years. I don't wear jeans. I just wear dark blue chinos everywhere. Listen. That sounds like personal problems, nigga. Listen, I'll be wearing Air Max 95 blue jeans. You can have rips or you can have plain. It's up to you. Yeah, you can have rips or plain. Yeah, a white t-shirt from Primark, £2 t-shirt, bro. Yeah, if you're in America, boy, you might have to get the Walmart thing. I don't know, bro. Yeah, and then boom, that's it, bro. Don't be paying no £300 or $300 for jeans, bro. Why? No one can see what jeans you're wearing. No one cares. Yeah. Shout out to CBC Boxing. Yes, this is So Crates.
Yes, this is So Crates. The one on the man, the myth. Yeah, So Crates. Yeah?
Oh God.
But yeah,
man, it's mad. It's mad how clothes has got cheap now though. Because back in the day, I swear, you couldn't really get cheap clothes like that. It was hard to get. You had to go market to get cheap clothes. You couldn't really go shopping and get cheap clothes.
Now you can get cheap clothes from anywhere.
What you mean, like how you can step into Primark kind of thing?
Yeah. Like back in the day, what you were buying in Primark, you'd have to buy from the market.
Yeah. Because I remember when I was little, boy, anyone from South London, you know about East Street Market, bruv. Yeah.
See, everybody knew about Wembley Market down my end.
Yeah. East
and Portobello Road Market.
I don't know about that shit, but East Street Market.
That's for the West Londoners.
Yeah. But North Wheezies. But listen, East Street Markets. Yeah, you go there, bruv. You can get some bargains, bruv. Real talk.
Boohoo, man. I've never been on Boohoo, man. Someone's saying it's proper cheap. I've never been on them sites.
Bruv, I don't want to go on there.
I'm a big man. I don't shop online for clothes. You get me?
I don't like the sound of it, bruv.
I'm old school. I need to see the clothes. I need to touch it.
You get me? I need to see, because you sometimes you can see stuff online. It looks sick on the mannequin or on the model. It looks sick, bruv. You get it now, bruv. You get it. Nah, it don't look sick on you, bruv. You look rubbish.
I've seen bare people be buying stuff from Wish, and then when they put it on, it's just madness, bruv. There's not even no sewing gone into it, bruv. It's just like a piece of cloth, bruv, that it just sits on them. There's no
bruv. Listen. In this world, you don't get something for nothing. Never. You need to understand.
You get what you pay for.
Listen, the only time you get a bargain is when the shop is closing down. If the shop is not closing down, bruv, yeah, and it's telling you, yeah, we are 60% less than the normal retailers. There's a reason why. Because they don't sew all the thread they're meant to sew in the clothes, bruv. That's why.
You're saying, man took out 60% of the thread that was supposed to go into it.
Bruv, they don't use the authentic materials, bruv. Yeah? The jeans ain't even made from denim, bruv. It's from some alloy.
Man's selling fake cotton.
Some alloys, bruv.
Plastic jeans, you know. Or them clothes, they put it in the wash. That's it. It's done. One wear only. You only wear it one night out. Do you know it used to be like that back in the day? One time I went to Liverpool with my brethren, and he didn't have any clothes to go out with, so he went Tesco's.
How's he gonna go? Hold on. How's he gonna go all the way to Liverpool and he didn't bring no going out clothes? What happened to your friend, man?
So anyway, he bought these chinos, that were like beige.
What?
when he washed them, the night after he went out, he washed them and they was a different color. That's where we got one night onlys from, bro. You can only wear them one time and wash them right there, different color, bro. It's the next thing.
They didn't even make it through the whole night. The sweat and the heat changed the color, bro. They were heat sensitive.
Hey, bro, Liverpool was bad. Imagine, so they have them stereotypes about Liverpool, and them being thieves. How can my phone get stolen within 40 minutes of me being in the club? Actually, make that 20.
Bro, boy, mad.
So, I got it back though. Imagine, they caught the man on camera and they said he's a regular. And so we called him and told him that if he don't bring the phone back, we're not letting him back in. Man brought the phone back within 10 minutes, bro.
Bro, boy. Man called him up. He's like, hey, Jimmy, you've got the phone. You got a new phone.
Lyland Scott. Did you have anything, Lyland Scott? I didn't have any Lyland Scott.
That was white boy clothes, man. Lyland Scott.
Them jumpers was like, what, £70?
I don't know, bruv. I never inquired.
You keep saying Lonsdale. Nobody wore Lonsdale.
Lonsdale?
Unless they were forced.
Bruv, Lonsdale,
Lonsdale.
That is straight only in the gym. And then when you still take it off before you leave the gym, bruv.
You know them Sports Direct brands?
Yeah, in fact.
Sports Direct, they don't sell them nowhere else.
Bruv. Yeah, true. Hey, Lonsdale, because it's Lonsdale, you can wear that shit inside out because you don't need no one to see the fucking. You wear that inside out, fam.
The only thing I know about Lonsdale is a boxing brand. They do boxing gloves. So when they start selling other, you know what? Yeah, that's another thing. If a brand is known for one thing, do not buy anything else it sells. Like Lonsdale was known for boxing gloves. Do not buy Lonsdale shoes, clothes, hats.
That's shirts, what them. Nothing. Them Polish people and them Eastern Europeans. They always wear Lonsdale shoes, blood. I'm like, right. They wear them off-key shoes.
A whole wardrobe in Sports Direct for £14.
Yeah, they're balling. And they think they're heavy. When you see them walk, they feel like they are smashing it, bro.
Bro, they got a whole wardrobe for $14.99, bro. They got clothes for the whole summer.
Fam. Oh man. Hey, you know what's
Everlast. That's another boxing thing. And Slazenger.
Nah, do you know what? I ain't gonna lie.
Brand. Why are you buying Slazenger trainers?
Yeah, it's tennis balls. It's tennis balls. What are you buying the flipping garms for? Why are you buying the garms for? It's tennis balls, bro. Jesus. Oh my days. No, I'm not gonna lie. I had the Everlast hoodie, bruv.
The Everlast hoodie?
Yeah.
How old were you?
Bruv, I stole it from a shop, bruv. No. I think it was in a market stall. I just stole it, bruv. I don't know. I was little. I was just
these people confessing he's got Slazenger shorts for training. Yes, we know. $2.99. He was on a quick thing from Sports Direct.
Bruv, man said Kappa. You know, Elise.
Oh, Kappa, LSC, yeah. I got some LSC or Elise jumpers a couple of years ago to try and bring it back. And then I remember I wore it and someone said, don't try and bring Elise back. And then next thing I know, they were selling them for £60 in the shop. And I'm like, see?
Right, boy.
Yeah, when I bought the jumpers, like, it was only from one site and the site was in Eastern Europe. Like, no one was stocking it. Then next year, they had it in Top Man.
I wouldn't have trusted to buy anything from that place.
Because I remember my brother used to wear it back in the day, so I thought, yeah, let me wear this because no one's wearing it.
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, so crazy. You seem like the type that will wear Le Coq de Sportif.
Oh, snap! I used to have the tracksuit.
I knew you would have that. I knew you would have that. I
had the sickest Le Coq Sportif tracksuit, bro. No one could have told me nothing. It was blue and green, bro.
Nah, man. I just didn't like the name of it, bro.
I was blue and green, bro. I must have been about 11, bro.
Bro, I didn't like the name of that thing. It was dodgy.
Someone mentioned Mackenzie. Wasn't it like a JD Sports brand that they tried to bring up?
I see Mackenzie's still about though.
That was the whitest of white boy brands. If a black boy wearing Mackenzie, you're on another thing, bro.
Or Hackett. Do you remember Hackett?
Hackett. That was real white boy.
Yeah, that was straight white boy with that hat. You know that hat they used to wear, bruv? With the bit that hangs at the back. They always used to wear that.
Them skull cap type of thing.
And then always Reebok classics, bruv. Every time. Someone mentioned K-Swiss. Hey, K-Swiss, I must have had the classic K-Swiss. Those were sick. The one with the tongues where you could turn it to red or white. Hey, those were the most comfortable trainers ever, blood. Nah, man, those was whack.
K-Swiss,
that's whack.
K-Swiss is the most comfortable trainers I've ever wore. I can't lie.
Hey, man said Umbro.
Listen, yeah. Umbro used to make football kits in it, so it was acceptable to have Umbro socks, Umbro shirt, Umbro like t-shirt, and Umbro shorts. But anything else,
I never wore
if
nothing.
Umbro starts selling shoes, don't buy Umbro.
I never wore Umbro ever.
Don't buy Umbro shoes, bro. That's not heavy.
Hey, someone said high tech. Oh, that's bro. Nah, man, that's too low budget, bruv. Oh, do you know? Oh my God, do you know the worst brand ever? If you ever got caught, Mercury, bruv. Do you ever remember Mercury, bruv?
What is that? That must be some South London brand.
But it was like an off-brand Reebok classics, bruv.
Oh, see,
they were not the lick, bruv.
Someone said Dunlop. Listen, Dunlop make tires. If you're buying Dunlop anything, you're not. That's not serious, bro. Dunlop make tires. They're supposed to make clothes.
Why are you wearing the garms though?
Let me mention the rule again. If a brand is known for doing one thing and then they start doing other things, do not buy their things.
Bruv, even if it's Ferrari, because I remember Ferrari tried to do garms and shoes, bruv. No, bruv.
No.
Ferrari shoes.
Yeah. Imagine if Lonsdale start making suits. You're gonna buy a Lonsdale suit.
Hell no. And all these gassed up ones wearing tap out, bruv. Tap out t-shirt, bruv.
Tap out. Oh yeah. No, people are wearing that because they want to be associated with UFC.
I know you are not a part of no UFC, bruv.
The thing is, yeah, people are worried that people, if they get into a fight, no one will touch them in it because they'll think that they go to a UFC gym or something.
Or they wear them no fear t-shirts. You know the no fear t-shirts.
Yeah. That's all to try to scare other people. But you'll
Scare
get
tactics.
don't do that.
Scare tactics. That is funny, bro. Do you know what I used to hate though? Do you know what I used to hate though? You know when like you're like back in the day when you was little, but you knew about brands. You was old enough to know about brands, yeah. And then your mum will go, "Oh, look, I bought you this," and you're getting gassed. You're thinking, "Yeah, my mum got me some sick trainers, bro," and it is Mercury, bruv. Mercury. And you're like,
listen, yeah, you got to understand. My parents were born in 1940s Jamaica and had me in their 40s. So when we were going shopping, they didn't understand brands. They just understand, oh, you can wear this to school? Do you know what I wore in school to school? Matchstick trainers, bro. Huh? You know them shops that sell trainers, yeah, but they're not even name brand. There's someone made them in a factory in Indonesia and just put something on it. I had to wear matchstick trainers to school, bro. It's a good thing that no one could tell me nothing.
man wore prototype shoes, blood.
Man was probably at the back of the Nike factory, and they just had extra rubber, and then they just put it together.
Bruv, you wore, bruv.
Shipped it to England.
Bruv, them shoes were a one-off, bruv. One-time only deal, bruv.
No one's ever heard of Matchstick in here. So that's how you know. It was just one time. It was probably one pair of them made. The extra rubber from the Nike.
Bruv, you was the chosen one. Matchstick. Matchstick.
Matchstick, you know. Tuesday I was about 7 or 8. So them times you don't even really... It's not even really detrimental. But imagine today where kids are so up on brands.
You would be ruined, bruv. It would be over. There's no way. Oh, man. But I can't like it, when I was in school, when I was in primary school, obviously primary schools are usually like, you know, wearing own clothes, innit? Yeah. Bruv, I had to wear like my mum used to make me wear like a uniform to school that doesn't have uniform, bruv. What the hell, bruv? Fam. So everyone else is I got Turtles t-shirt, Superman t-shirt, Batman t-shirt. You get me? And they come in with their little Reeboks or Nikes. I'm coming in grey jumper, shirt, you know, proper shirt, white shirt, bruv. Yeah, grey jumper, black trousers, not jeans, trousers, bruv.
You had a Nollywood uniform,
bruv, and hard shoes. I wasn't even wearing trainers, hard shoes, you know. What the hell?
You had.
So man's running
looking like a pastor.
Fam,
Nollywood uniform,
bruv. Everyone else is running around the playground fast in trainers, bruv. I'm running in shoes.
I'm slipping everywhere because the bottom of your shoes are smooth.
Bruv, if it rains, I'm done out here. If it rains, I'm done out here, bruv.
After 3 days, the bottom of your shoes is just like porcelain, bro. It's just bare shiny. Slide tackles all the time. You never did a tackle standing up. You were just sliding.
Bro, oh my god, there's tears coming to my eyes, bro.
Man wore church shoes to school, you know.
Bro, this is not a joke. This is my life, cuz I was wearing them shoes to school every day. That was my uniform, bro. If I ever, like the way my mum would say it, if I ever got drunk and wore trainers to school, yeah, bro, I'm definitely done out here, bro. Definitely, 100%, bro. Yeah, the only time I was allowed to take trainers to school is if it's PE. Like I know we're gonna do PE. Like apart from that, and then it was plimp soles. It wasn't my normal trainers. Yeah, it was plimp soles, bruv. No name. I don't even know the name on them. They're just plimp soles, bruv. Get me, bruv. It was tough out here, man. Get me the fuck. Shit, nigga.
People don't know the struggle, man.
They don't know the struggle. They don't know.
But it was innocent them days because, like I said, no one not really cussing you for not having name brand because we never had internet like that.
Yeah.
So,
but I just remember those days, bro. Fucking, bro. Imagine that. Can you imagine that though, bro? Like, because when I think about it, I was thinking, raw. That's a deeper one, you know. Everyone else is in their own clothes every single day of the school year, and you're wearing a flipping white shirt, you know, buttoned up to the top, bruv. Buttoned up to
looking like some deacon.
Bruv, some usher in the choir, bruv. Yeah, with the top button, made sure the top button is done up, bruv. Yeah, choking. Yeah, and then a flipping grey jumper, trousers, and hard shoes with worn away sole. The sole is, like you said, it's porcelain.
That's bare slippery, bro.
Bruv, I couldn't do no football tricks, bruv, because I would just slip over. It'll be quick. Done.
Slide tackles all the time.
Bruv, always hitting the floor. Every time, bruv. If I'm running,
just mentioned the turtles. I used to have a turtles lunchbox. That was the best. The most swagged out thing I had was my lunchboxes. So I had a turtles lunchbox with all the man them on it.
Now, do you know what I used to love when I was little? Yeah, is like say because you know shit was cheaper them times. So like my mum gives me say my mum just give me £5 because I've been good or whatever. Yeah.
What? Fam, that's big money, blood.
Yeah. Now this is what, do you know what I used to like obviously I was a geek. Well, I wasn't really a geek. I was at the right age, I guess. Like I would go to the shop and I'll buy like action figures, bruv. Yeah, that was me. I had bare action figures, bruv. Bare, bruv. That's what I used to buy, bruv. Huh?
I used to have wrestlers. I used to buy wrestlers.
Yeah, I had wrestlers as well.
Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Undertaker.
Yeah.
I used to have the little WWF ring, but someone had to give that to me because my mum wasn't investing in a ring.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
you can get from August for like $8.99. That was a big deal, you know. I knew some man who had the whole WWF roster, man. I just had like Ric Flair
on his own. Woo!
You know what I mean? Trying to do wrestling moves with one man.
Bruv, he better not get pinned, bruv.
Someone's saying the Rock Stone Triple H. No, this is before them days. I'm talking about before their man was popular. I'm talking about when WCW was on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock.
WCW.
ITV, blood. Gladiators and them things.
Hey, did you ever have a Tamagotchi?
Nah, I never liked them, you know.
Is it? I had a Tamagotchi. I had a fake one, not a real one.
Tamagotchi, the one that the animals that you had to feed and thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one.
I had about 3 of those shits, man. I never had the real one though. It was always a knockoff one.
Yeah. Someone said WWF was way better than WCW. I didn't have Sky, so I had to take what I could get.
I didn't have no Sky.
I didn't have Sky, blood.
What else was there? Well, the shit that I used to buy like Batman figures, bro. Like I used to love Batman.
Remember Toys R Us back in the day? Going to Toys R Us was like a present. You didn't even have to buy anything. Just go in there was like a gift.
Bruv, you know what? Real talk, yeah. I don't think I ever went in Toys R Us, bruv.
Man, you had a deprived childhood, bro.
I did. Look, I just told you I was going to fucking primary school like I was in prison, bruv. What do you mean?
You know what, yeah? Going to Toys R Us was like a gift, bro. Because you could just go and just play with all the toys. And then you beg your parents to get you one and they never do. But at least you went.
Yeah. True. But yeah, man. Fucking hell, man. You don't make me remember all this shit. And I'm depressed, blood. Yeah, now I can buy what I want.
No, but remember when you used to go through the Argos catalogue just dreaming?
Oh my God, yes, bro.
Buying all the things, bro.
I still do.
You know what's mad, yeah? When Argos went online, yeah, I didn't want to go online. I still wanted the catalogue. Because I was like, nah, man, I need to go through. Because when the new catalogue come out, you just start going through all the footballs that you want to buy, all the toys you want to buy.
Yeah. You be like, I'm gonna. You be looking through Argos catalogue, yeah, looking at all the stuff, thinking of the scenarios, yeah. So I'll get that one, yeah. But then I think bruv, you're not getting any of them, bruv.
I used to cut out what I wanted and show it to my dad, and he would just be like, "Yeah, no." I'll get. Imagine, I'm very excited cutting them out and bringing them to him. He's like, "Nah."
Man, we cut out the shapes, bruv. Like, this is
I don't got peas for that.
This is the ring I want. Yeah, safe.
Man said Little Woods catalogue. That was my mum had Little Woods catalogue. Man didn't get to look in that till I was about 12 and she bought me some Reebok plastics. That was it. That's all I got from Little Woods.
Bro, I never
had. Did your mum use catalogues to buy you clothes? Huh? Did your mum ever use catalogues to buy you clothes?
Yeah. I think, I can't really remember. But no, Argos is the main one I remember. Like, I got Argos catalogue upstairs, fam. What are you talking about, fam? I got the latest one, fam.
Going Argos was sick. JJB Sports. Oh yeah, though.
Hey, but the thing is, every time I win in Argos, I always feel I want to go at the back. I want to see back there.
Where everything's coming from.
Yeah, I want to go in the back of the Argos, fam. But anyway,
I never, when I was younger, imagined the operation that they must have had going in the back because they had bare stuff here. So they must have had a proper big warehouse in all of them Argoses, like, and a proper system. Like, it must have been some mad factory behind it. Because remember, you see it coming down on the slide. And then you'd be like, oh, that's my one, that's my one, that's my one. And they would take long to come to you.
Do you know what?
You want to dump over the thing.
Do you know what I always wanted, what I never got?
What?
You know them huge Super Soaker guns, bruv?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
that's what I always... I'm talking about the one where it's got the backpack on it and you like, bruv, you come like looking like Ghostbusters, bruv. You know them ones like the big Super Soaker, bruv?
Them Super Soakers. Bro, do people even buy water guns anymore? Do these kids know about that? Or do they just actually just buy shanks? And
no, they just get...
do they know about water guns?
I don't know, bro, but no.
Because you know what? A lot of these people don't know water guns used to be a thing. Like, every summer, remember them little ones you could get from the boss man for like £1?
Them little guns that run out quick.
And see-through.
Bruv, I always used to have those. Bruv, you shoot twice,
bruv. A little plastic thing at the bottom that you had to open to pour the water in.
Yeah, and you shoot.
And that plastic thing would always break.
Bruv, yeah, and then the gun will start leaking. And then...
Bruv, you have the gun in your pocket and your pocket will get soaked before you shot anything.
Yeah, the gun is finished, bruv. It's rinsed. As soon as you try to shoot someone,
by the time you get out of your house, your whole tracksuits are wet. You don't get to shoot one shot.
That's what I'm saying. You have to keep refilling it, bruv. And the thing is leaking. You try to refill it. You know it's fucked, but you still keep trying to refill it, bruv.
Yeah, you know what was mad? Yeah, when I finally got a proper Super Soaker, my nephew broke it, bruv. And now I think back to it, no one replaced it for me. Imagine you just paid big money for a Super Soaker because you know, like the Super Soaker was like the A range level of gun, and every other gun you say you got from the boss man would leak. When I got the Super Soaker, I had it for one weekend, and my nephews busted it up. I'm still vexed about that now, bro.
Bruv, you're gonna make me go Argos tomorrow to buy every single toy I want, bruv.
Everything that we could afford as a kid.
That's what I'm saying, bruv. Do you know what? No lie, no fucking cap. I was out with my mates today, yeah. Don't think one of my mates didn't buy some fucking Dragon Ball Z statue, blood. I'm not joking. No cap. If he's listening, he knows I'm telling the truth, blood. He bought a Dragon Ball Z statue, bruv. Vegito, bruv. Goku and Vegeta, fused. Yeah.
Trying to relive his childhood, you do?
Bruv, he spent £30 on it, bruv. It was £30. It was a big statue, though.
I'm on Amazon right now looking at these water guns, fam. These are intergalactic 2069 water guns, bro. These water guns compared to what we have, bro. These water guns have all 15 places to shoot from in the gun.
Blood, these guns are solar powered, fam.
I mean, bro. Machine water guns, you know.
Trust me, rotating and shit. The shit be rotating, blood. The barrel be rotating, bro.
Serious, bro. These water guns are mad, blood. I remember back in the day, the only level of water gun we had that was Super Soaker. Everything other than that was Bossman water guns. Bossman on the side next to leaking as well, blood.
Bossman, that is his shop is next to the barber shop where you used to get your hats, bruv.
Hey, do you remember them balls you used to buy from the boss man? Them footballs, them plastic ones.
What, the air floaters?
And if you kick them, they just go straight up in the air. And they go ding, ding every time you kick them.
Oh my God! Worst, you killed it. I remember that thing clearly as well, bro. Yeah. I remember the days when I used to. Bruv, I remember when in school, when I used to wear my uniform with my porcelain shoes, yeah, bruv, man used to kick that ball toe punt hard.
Yeah,
and the thing
is, top corner every time that ball used to just go 90 degrees back.
Blood, when you kick that, bruv,
every time you kicked it, it just went ting.
Bruv, you see that? You see that ball, yeah? That ball defies physics, bruv. Because
bro, if you kick that ball, it just needs a slight wind and it will just do
it. Blood, there was no weight to that ball, bruv. It was a balloon. It wasn't a ball. It was a balloon, bruv. So when you kick it, bruv.
It was basically a balloon. them balls were not going in the direction that you want to kick them. You kick it straight and it will just go in different directions.
Bruv, I just remember if you just kick it, it could go anywhere, bruv. There's no strategy to this. Just shoot, just kick it, bruv.
There's no logic to the movement of this ball.
Trust. Bruv, and that noise, bruv. You know when you said that, I could hear the noise. That
sound, innit? It's because it makes a specific sound, bro. Because it's funny, I was kicking ball with my boy, and I have a proper ball, and it made that sound. I was like, why is my ball sounding like a Bossman 3-pound corner shop ball?
Blood, just don't bring that ball out when it's windy, bruv. There could be no wind, bruv.
Curtains, bro.
Oh my days. Oh shit.
Hey, someone said the little balls that bounce everywhere. Yeah, you remember them little 20p machines?
Oh, the little rubber one. Yeah.
Remember that? See, this is what these youths don't know. Every shop some of the shops, the boss man used to have a 20p machine where you could get toys, or you could get like a little cube, like a little egg that would have like stuff in it, or you could get the little balls. Marbles. 20p, innit? Them things don't exist no more.
I always used to get the bouncy ball because that shit was sick, bruv. Bruv,
until it bounced into the road.
Yeah, until you lose it, bruv.
or your mum boxes you because you bounce it and it jumps in her food. It goes in her. Because you bounce that in the kitchen, it's curtains, bruv. Your mum's gonna get vexed.
Bruv, and it makes bare noise, bruv. And yet it will hit the ceiling, bruv. that will definitely hit the ceiling a couple times still.
I care. What are you doing?
All I hear is, what is that? Oh shit! I need to get outside now.
Hey, someone said LimeWire. Listen, LimeWire and Kazaa, you better know that after you finish downloading your music, your computer's finished. So get ready to reset.
LimeWire, fam. Hey.
And then you're trying to download a song and then it ends up as some fake thing. It ends up as some...
It's not what you expected it to be. Some next thing. LimeWire, you know. Fuck yeah.
Do you know what these youths did? They don't remember, yeah? I used to go to bed like having like 3 songs set to download. Then I'll wake up in the morning. One of them would be fake. 2 of them would be real. And one of them would have bad quality. But I'd be so happy to have tunes because back then there was no iTunes. There was no YouTube. So to get a tune and not have to buy a CD, that was a big thing, blood.
Yeah. That shit.
That was a massive thing. That was before, I was downloading before broadband. I was downloading on 56k modem, blood. It literally took 12 hours to get one MP3. These you don't know. 15 hours, you know, for one track, and then you get it. And the quality is 96 kilobytes. And it sounds like it was recorded in a tin.
Oh my days, bro. Fucking hell. This is some nostalgia in this bitch, man. Fucking hell, bro.
Yeah. iTunes changes the game, yeah. People don't remember recording off the radio, bro. Pressing play and record.
Recording
Choice FM.
Recording gram sets on cassette, bruv. Cassette, you know.
On your pirate radios.
Cassette, you know. VHS, bruv. No, not VHS. What was the cassette.
No,
TDK cassette, bruv.
Or if you were special, you'd have JVC.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that wasn't me, bruv. TDK, bruv. Yeah. And
JVC, which was like £4, or TDK, $2.35.
and then cassette player, bruv. Walkman. Man had, bruv. Walkman, bruv. Yeah.
These man need to go, these man need to be sent back to a time of dial-up internet when your mum will scream at you, come off the phone line.
But do you know what? Yeah, do you know what I think about that? I think back in the day, like, was better than now, bruv. Like, and I'm not saying that because that's my back in the day. I think it is because like wouldn't you agree it was less dangerous those times?
It was more innocent, and it was just because you didn't have so much things. You appreciated what you had, and now we have so much. I think that we're spoiled. Like I was remembering the other day, you know, BBC keeps showing like Euro '96, yeah, and I remember Euro '96 like it was the other day because I used to love football, and I remember when England beat Holland, I remember running out the house screaming, yeah! And I was thinking, I was only like 9 years old, blood, but those were the best days ever, blood. Because them days, you would go park, yeah, and if you see people playing football, you would just say, can I play? And no one was getting stabbed.
But yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm thinking like back in the day, yeah, it's like it was. I think it was less dangerous, because when I'm thinking like when I was in school and that, yeah, you might get robbed. Like you could get robbed by some boys that are like, you know, bad boys or whatever. Yeah, but the likelihood of you getting stabbed is low. Like you didn't really hear people get stabbed, like because they were just getting robbed or like you didn't really. I mean, it happens, but it didn't happen really like it does now. Like that. Huh?
Unless you were involved in madness directly, you wasn't really getting taken out. Now anybody can get taken out. You wouldn't really hear of random people getting murked back in the day.
Yeah,
here and there, but now it's like there's a lot of people who are not even about that life, and they're just getting taken. Like it's normal. But I remember back in the day, you could go park and just you wouldn't be scared to say to random people, "Can I play?" If you didn't have a ball, or you wouldn't be scared of people like playing with you. In fact, you would look for people to play football with. I don't feel like kids are out on the streets right now feeling that they can go up to people and like kick ball with them or do whatever.
Yeah, actually, yeah, like that. Yeah. I was, yeah. I remember I used to go to Adventure Playground, bruv, on my own, bruv. Saturday, yeah. Finally, I could wear my own clothes. Yeah. Yeah.
And not your porcelain bottom shoes.
Yeah. Finally, I've got some grip under my foot. Yeah. Now I'll go to the Adventure Playground, and I remember going there not knowing if I'm gonna know if I know anyone there. I'm just going.
Exact fam. Going to the park or going out was a thing, blood. It wasn't like something you had to really arrange. It was like, let's go park. And you didn't need to go with any instruments, blood. You could just go there.
Yeah.
And if you see people, you would just holler at them and just play. And that would be it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like you just be like, oh, can I play? Yeah. You go on their team. Yeah, go on. That's it.
Yeah. And if things ever got touchy, the most that would happen is maybe a little fist, but no one was dying, blood. No one was getting murked like that.
Yeah, no one's trying to kill anyone, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? Unless you are really about that life, which that was a small population, that was a small percentage of people was really on that. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas now,
I just remember going park a lot growing up, and I don't see kids in the park these days a lot.
No, they're in the council estate smoking and drilling and trapping and doing music videos
or playing COD.
Yeah.
Or FIFA online. But I played more football outside when I was younger than I have. I mean, obviously I'm older now, but I'm saying I played so much more football outside when I was younger. The amount of times I see people play football now, I know that these kids, unless they're playing for a football team, they're not playing football or going park as much as I was.
Like, for instance, like you don't really see. Well, actually, in where I live now, I do see, because it's more of kind of like that white boy kind of thing. Like, you know, just randoms just playing football, but not really like a match. Like everyone's playing proper. Like I remember when I was little, go adventure, it will be a big football match, bruv. And we're actually playing like with
people on each side.
Yeah, motherfuckers are playing to win, bruv. This ain't
this ain't like just rugby, blood. Like 15 people on each team.
Yeah, 15 big game, bruv.
and the thing is, there wasn't even a score really. You just played until you were tired.
Yeah, just play until like, I'm going. That's it, bro.
Yeah. You just see people ducking out as soon as it started to get dark. Like, I've got to go for dinner.
Yeah, and then you'll be
like, remember, there was no mobile phone, so your mum wasn't calling you. You just knew it was time to go home.
Trust. And like, you didn't even need no one else's number, because he was like, yeah, I'll see you here again tomorrow, innit? Yeah, same time. And man will be there. It's not like man's gassing, bro. Man will be there, innit?
there was certain man who was in the park every Saturday. Like, I knew if I went there, certain man was going to be in the park.
You know, certain time, bro, even to the point where certain time you go there, but you're not going to, like, you're just passing through. You see certain
Just
man that are
passing
the hold on. You see certain man that are the regulars and they're on their own. They just got the football on their own, bro. They're like, bro, no one turned up. And I feel bad, innit? I'll be like, ah. But I'm not playing, though.
Oh, you know what, yeah? CBC Boxing made a point, yeah? And I always make this point to these youngers. Everybody's timekeeping was on point. You see, back in the day, yeah? If you said to a man, oh, I'm going to meet you here at 12 tomorrow, and you didn't turn up, you weren't friends no more. Because that's, like, people kept to their word. Because you think about it, everybody's leaving their house. They don't have an opportunity to call each other when they leave their house. So if a man says, I'm going to be here for 1 o'clock, and you don't turn up, bro, that's friendship done. Like, people weren't not turning up in them days. You had to turn up.
Yeah. Scream asked me a question. He said, why you choose USA over London to be professional in terms of sports? Well, I'll put it like this, yeah. Like, what is it? I was a fat kid starting out in my porcelain shoes, yeah. Then after that, I was like, I don't like being fat, like, and getting teased and called fatty. So I started playing sports. I started playing rugby. Obviously, in school, you play football. Like, that's standard, isn't it? Like, play time, break time, you play football. I played football for my... I did actually play football for my school, and I did athletics for my school. I did 4 by 100 meters. I did discus, and I played rugby. Rugby was, like, my favorite sport. I played rugby outside of school as well. And... basically, but I kind of stopped. I went through a phase of smoking weed and all that stupid shit. Like, that was like, yeah, that was just a stupid decision. Like, at 13, I started smoking weed and just doing bare stupid shit and hanging around with bad people. And then, like, a couple of years later, I had some things happen in my life which kind of made me feel like changing the direction of my life. So I started going gym and stuff like that. And then one of my mates, he actually played for a football team in London, right? Like, American football. And he knew that I could play, I played rugby and shit. And he said, do you want to come and play? And so, I never looked at it as something serious. I was just like, boom, like, let me just try it out. Tried it out, liked it, played the season, did really well. Then I had a coach from North Carolina. He actually played for the Tar Heels. So all you Americans know, he played for Chapel Hill, North Carolina football team back in the day. Like, he's an old dude, right? And then he was like, Mike, like, I think you could compete with boys across the pond. Like, how do you feel about that? And I was just like, fuck it, like, I want to go. Because the thing is, my brother already lived in America, innit? You know what I'm saying? And my brother, when I was going through my kind of bad phase in life, my brother had always said to me, I need to get my passport and come to America. And I was like, fuck that. I like smoking weed too much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, which is so stupid. But obviously, when you're that age, you're stupid, innit? And then, like, yeah, that was it. So I trained a whole year, saved every penny I had. I actually did a cleaning job. Bruv, I was grinding. I was going gym twice a day. I was eating tuna straight out of the can, all sorts, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, yeah, that was it, basically. Like, just fucking played football over here, then went over there. I was like, fuck it, I'm out. Deuces, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, I'd been watching American football or anything. Nah, not really. It was kind of like by accident. You know what I'm saying? So, like, because the thing is that motherfuckers need to realize, you see England, yeah, the only real sport you can play in England and be like professional, make peas is soccer. Do you get it? Like, so, like, I could play football, but I wasn't that good to play football. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, and that's the thing. It's like in the US, you lot have so much opportunities in different aspects and different industries. It's mad, like, compared to us in the UK. It's kind of like very narrow for us. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how I managed to play football in America, man. Now I'm saying, man. But yeah, man, flipping out. This has been dragging out, blah. But this has been awesome.
We were supposed to finish about 45 minutes ago.
You see it? It's what? Bruv, I've done this for 3 hours today, cuz. 3 hours, yeah?
Coming like Dr. Phil out here. Oprah.
Blood. As I said, if you don't want to watch this on the playback, it's on the Don't Shoot the Messenger channel. I'll put the link in the chat so you lot can subscribe over there. Make sure you're subscribed over there, because sooner or later, I'm only going to do these call-in shows over there. So make sure you're subscribed over there. Big up Shay Charles. He says, I'll get on the Cash App when I figure it out. Big respect, King. Enjoying the conversation. Greetings, bro. Like and sub, bros. Hey, respect, and I appreciate that highly, my nigga. Yeah? I don't even know if I should. Do you think I should? Hey, in closing, yeah, do you think we should all stop saying nigger?
In a public forum, yes.
So what?
I think that
so
need to be more strategic about certain things.
So
I think when we have people, when we have everybody on a forum like this, regardless of where they're from, I think when we say that word, we're kind of making it okay to them, and I don't think it should ever be okay to them.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna say it in private, that's up to you. You know, I can't. But in public, I think we should try not to. But you know, it's hard because we've been saying it for a long time. So
that's what I'm saying, man. I'm not perfect. I'm not no better than all the people I complain about. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's like, even like when I talk about these rappers and shit, like, yeah, they are destroying our community, but I can't help but listen to Pop Smoke.
This guy.
I'm just being honest. This is what I'm saying. I'm just being honest, bro. I listen to Mannequin all the time. Mannequin and Dior. And Welcome to the Party, bro. I listen to those.
That's how you know who Roddy Ricch is, because I've only heard of his name. I don't know anything about these scumbags.
Roddy Ricch, bruv, the box. Yeah. Anyway. Well,
for me, these guys are ops to the black community, so I don't know anything about them. They're all ops to me.
No, I hear that. I hear that, but it's like, yeah, not.
And the thing is, they're paid ops because why, as I always say, who is paying these people? It's not black people paying them.
Yeah, facts. That is facts.
Shout out to CBC. That super chat should be shared with me.
Nah. Nah.
I said nah.
Big up CBC boxing. Big up Salt Crates. Always a good call. What? No big up to me though, cuz.
No big up to you.
What one for that though?
Send me my P's, bro. Send me my P's.
Run that Cash App. Send it on the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hey, this was a fucking awesome call, man. Hey, listen, listen, Socrates, we have to do this more often on air, man. You know?
Well, you know.
You have to do this more often. Now CBC boxing, so LOL.
When I can.
Hey, now he says LOL, I big you up all the time. That don't matter, bruv. I need constant validation.
You woman. You female. You female.
Oh shit, man.
See, look,
that is jokes.
Look, Richez has shown that he is actually everything he hates. He proved it tonight.
I told you I'm a scumbag. How many times do I have to tell you? Fucking hell. Nah, that's funny. Bruv, I appreciate you taking time out to chat shit with me. And yeah, it's awesome. I can still get to the Tesco, so I'm gonna go Tesco quickly. Yeah?
You're gonna eat some tuna at the tin, yeah?
No. Do you know what I eat? Cashews.
Okay, that's good protein.
I love cashews. That's my shit, man. That's my joint.
Make sure you don't fall over in your church shoes, yeah?
Those church shoes have been destroyed in acid, bruv.
like your spastic trainers.
You gotta get out of here now. You have to go, man. You have to get out of here. You're saying too much. He's saying too much, man. Hey, I'm gonna end it with that, man. Fuck this shit. I'm out. Hey, peace. Hey, Socrates. Hey, lucky the battery's gonna die anyway. Hey, in a bit, yeah?
Later.
Alright, later, bro. Man, like Socrates, you know. Hey, this has been an awesome live stream, yeah? This has been very enjoyable, bruv. Yeah? And I appreciate all of you. Make sure you're subscribed to my second channel, not King Riches. You're on King Riches on Don't Shoot the Messenger. The link is in the chat. I'm putting the link in the chat so you can go over there and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, and you can watch the playback because it won't be over here. Yeah, it's gonna disappear as soon as I end this. All right. I appreciate all of you, every one of you that supported. You know, every one of you that's donated. Please, when you go over to Don't Shoot the Messenger, like the video and leave a comment over there. Like the videos, like every single video over there. Yeah, please, 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 please. I can't stress that enough. Please like the video over there, yeah? And I'll be doing another call-in show soon. Big up Taylor. Taylor saying you're leaving us. Taylor, I've been here for like over 3 hours. You know what I mean? I'll be back. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be back, Taylor. Hey, Taylor, next time you need to call in as well. You need to call up the show, all right? But anyway, all my brothers, my sisters, I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. And with that being said, I'm out, yeah? Peace.